I know that you're a Jersey girl inside. 4 a.m. at a diner, stop singing, living on a prayer. I'm thinking maybe you're a Jersey girl with all those highlights in your hair. No other girl can move like you. We pump our fists, damn right, it's true.
Morning, morning, morning. Happy Friday. I'm going to ask you a quick question before I get into my little intro. Who are you? Are you your authentic self? Because that's what today is all about. So think about that for a minute, and I am going to come over and do what I do. Happy Friday. It is a very sleepy start. I've been awake less than 3 minutes. For the love of God, why do I do this to myself? This is Shelly, your mouthy mama at Talking Trash and Truth. And this is Coffee and Chaos. Definitely heavy on the chaos today with T3. It is Friday. I keep repeating that because Wednesday I made a jackass out of myself because I thought it was Monday. And poor Caitlin was like, it's Wednesday. I was like, don't say it's Wednesday. It's Monday. It's no. Oh my God, is it? Oh, I was like, it's really Wednesday. I had no idea. This is how like out of it I've been all week long, all week. Um, it's been a hell of a week. Let's say hi to everybody. Again, this is oh hell. I'm not doing anything by the book today, guys, because fuck it. Yeah, you barely know that, It's like, oh, come on. It's Friday. Screw it. Hi, Rabbit. Hello, my rabbit. I love you. Rabbit's out there putting out links, yes, but also putting out the warnings and please click and yes, please click the like and lick the sub and I forgot to tell you I'm monetized. Yay! And I couldn't have done it without you guys. Oh my God, you gave me the watch hours I needed, and you're always there. And I, I've been like telling everybody because I'm so proud of myself. I know it sounds stupid. You're like, oh, you're proud of yourself. Eh? No, I am. I'm proud of myself because I've been doing this 1 year. I started at the end of August, like really going to other people's chats and stuff like that and really just saying my opinion. So it's been a year since I decided to start doing lives and videos and since I actually had the courage to do my first one, which I think was about 6 hours. I don't know, about 6 hours just about me. I was like, let me tell them about myself. I was so like, I'm gonna do this. And then you get, a huge freaking video that nobody watches. I used to put all sorts of like pictures in mine and whatever, and they'd scroll past for the hours that I talked. I was like, oh, that's nice, but nobody cared. So I just put up a damn avatar and that was it. That was it. I know I'm reading chat a little slow because I can't find my reading glasses and my eyes are screwed. So because I'm not awake yet. Listen, I fell asleep at 5, I want to say. I don't know. I said goodnight to Nick and locals. And I was like, okay, he's talking a lot. I gotta go to bed. I was like, I'm not staying awake. I can't. I was like, I love him to death, but I can't tonight. I'm so tired. Because yesterday was such a long day. Like, I woke up and, oh, Lord. Do this, talk to this. I was like, oh God. And then it was like I was jumping from stream to stream to stream to stream to stream. At one point, I was in the expert stream, I was in Shizzy's stream, and I was in winning stream. And I was like, what is wrong with me? I was like, you got to be kidding me. And I'm like running back and forth. And I was like, I'm so fucking tired. I was so tired. And then Winning finished his show with Gary that I was like, I was so pumped for this show. I was psyched all freaking day. And the show comes and it was phenomenal. I love the show. I love when they start talking, going back and forth. Gary, like listens to the chat. Winning likes to ignore my comments. Like it's like whatever. So usually they're done by like 11, 11:30, 12 o'clock because Gary keeps it, like he keeps the amount of time spent on there small. He wants to have a certain amount, but they didn't want to, stop their conversation. So they talked until about 1. And then I went backstage and I talked to Gary, which was yay. I was so happy I finally got to like talk to him face to face, or voice to voice. And start talking to him. Now I'm up even later. Then he goes to bed. I'm talking to Winning at the same time. And I'm talking and talking, and he's At one point, I talked so much, which is why my voice sounds like this, because fucking laughing and talking. Oh God, had the no sleep. Oh, but it was like at 3:30 around there. He was like, "Don't you have to go to sleep?" Yeah, why? What's the matter with you? He was like, "Go to sleep. You got a show in the morning." I was like, "Oh fuck, God damn it." I was like, "Fine." And then I didn't fall asleep for an hour and a half. I was so mad. I was like, I got sent to bed and I can't sleep. I was so mad. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is it? Okay, guys. So I have been monetized. So work with me here because I am not used to this. So I've been monetized. I have super chats. I have super thanks. I have super stickers, I think, which I guess they're generic. And I have memberships. Now my membership cherry was broken by Jessica Reloaded. Jessica Reloaded, I love you. Thank you for being my member. That's weird. Thank you for being a member. She joined on the second tier. So, how everybody like teases me. Listen, there's like they send you all these things and you can fill them all out. And I'm like, I didn't realize this was work. Like I thought you hit a monetize button and I'm done. No, it took me like an hour. I had the worst time trying to name the goddamn levels of membership. It was like, are you kidding me? So why will it? Oh, I'm gonna have to look up my own damn show because oh no, there it is. There it is. Okay. Um, I had the hardest time looking that shit up because I was like, are you kidding me? So, Winning was teasing me because I mean I'm like I'm throwing all these like names at him and I'm like, oh, I'm like, I could name it after fish and I could name it after, like witches and devils and demons. And he's like, no. I mean, I was like, forget it. I was like, I can do this. I'm going to do it. He was of no use to me. I was like, dude, tell me. Mm-mm. I was like, come on, just think about it. What represents you? Well, everybody makes fun of the whole mafia thing, right? Because I'm Italian. I'm from North Jersey. I talk like I do. And they know it just tweaks my melons because it's like, "Nah." Like I'm not part of the mafia. And if I was, I couldn't tell you anyway. But yeah, it's a constant freaking joke. So there's 3 levels. There's I don't know why I was killing myself trying to think of something. And all of a sudden I went, oh, and it was super easy. There's the first level, which is the crew. Again, everybody's got to start somewhere. Then you have the middle level, which is what Jessica joins, and that is the family. And then you have the top level, and that is the bosses. And at the top level, you get a private one-on-one tarot card reading with me once a month. The day of your choosing, as long as I'm, you know, aware. Like, I mean, I'm going to be here. Oh, I was going to say awake, but that's pretty much what I'm talking about. So yeah, so those are the levels. It's the crew, the family, and the bosses. Jessica's a part of the family. Let's click on Inya. Inya became a YouTube member. It won't show me. It, why won't it show me what the level is? Ah. Oh God, now I can hear my own voice. I can't stand it. I'm trying to explain. And you joined the crew. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Oh my God, and Rabbit gifted memberships. Yo, not for nothing, but StreamYards isn't telling me shit. Like, what's going on? Oh my goodness. All right, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna scroll all the way back in my chat and start over on the chat things because StreamYard is being absolutely ridiculous. Why would it not show me memberships? Oh my God, I have a whole new appreciation for the expert. Good God. Okay, so here we go. Where are my glasses? I really wish I could find them. I haven't found them since we set up the bed because we moved furniture around and things got moved and my daughter was involved, so I don't know where anything is. Oh, Outpost. Hi, honey. You can't make me. You're not my real mom. She'll kick your ass, Outpost. Good morning, Rabbit. How are you? Oh, Outpost. He said the goods are so precious. I gotta take a sip of coffee. Wow, you could tell that I haven't slept and that I'm still tired. You heard that? My accent. I can't control my accent when I'm tired. And I just said tired. And that's real Jersey. Like I just went super Jersey on you. And it's not going to be the first or last time. Well, it was the first. No, it wasn't the first time. You see? I can't. I'm like retarded today. I swear to God. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, it's just so ridiculous. But, all right, so I'm trying to like do my eyes and like. Oh. All right, so today is a shit show. Welcome to the shit show. I'm your lovely host T3, queen of the shit show, um, or queen bitch, whatever. I have so many names. So many names. I'm gonna get to everybody. I'm a little overwhelmed, but again, this is about authenticity and the value of being you. And I can't think of anything more valuable than just being who you are. That's not just valuable as a gift to other people. That's valuable as a gift they give to you. It's a gift to be yourself. And it's not easy. You would think it would be, but it's not. It's really not. Rabbit threw up my link. Thank you very much. I'll post the thing about the kids. You're working with middle schoolers. You're working with special needs. You haven't even been on the books for 2 weeks yet. Relax. If you burn out this quickly, I'm going to have some words with you and we're going to have a conversation you're not going to enjoy. When I say that, that's enough to make all my kids, including my school kids, go, oh shit. Like, no, I'll be good. It's fine. You and I will talk later about the kids. Well, we'll talk this weekend about the kids because I know how hard it is. But when they're that age, once they like you, they'll do anything you want. I had kids that just they would do anything I asked them to do for me because I showed them respect. I showed them I needed their help. And I didn't treat them like they were special needs. I didn't treat them like they were a problem. A lot of teachers, oh, I can't. I have so many bad kids. The reason why I wind up with all the behaviors is one, the kids generally conduct themselves well in front of me because they don't want whatever they think my temper is. I've never blown up at kids, but other than my own. But they know when it's somebody they can fuck with and somebody they can't. Children are like dogs. They can smell fear. And they can also smell when you're an asshole. Just saying. So it's really I miss it. I miss my kids. I don't miss the building because it was so filthy. I don't miss the people anymore. I lost so many of them the last time I got transferred that it's like whatever. It's a nothing. But the kids, oh man, nerd, the kids. I miss them. I miss those kids who act right when you know they don't wanna, but they do it because they love you and they respect you and they're like, all right. They like reluctantly act like little human beings again. It's great. But no, we'll talk and I'll I've dealt with every age of child, so it's fine. I'll talk you through it, hon. It's fine. You're gonna be great. Just I used to hate when my friend Charles would like he put his hand on my shoulder and be like, Shell, find your patience. Bro, I've found so much patience over the years. I could wait for the 13th coming of the Lord and still be like, all right, I'm good. All right, I'll wait. And I hate waiting. I hate it. I mean, of course, I'm going to wait for Jesus, but other people, I hate waiting for people. I hate it. So I'm going to make you wait till tomorrow. Nerd. All right. So, no, these are sixth graders. Yeah, no. I don't believe in bad kids. I really don't. I just, in my experience, all you have to do is get to know them. Like, take the time to observe them first, and then you have a great time. You know, you just give them the things that they need rather than the things they think they want. They're kind of like the way Nick describes chat. His chat, not mine. My chat is beautiful. Chat is bae. I love you. Chat is good. Chat is wise. Chat knows all. And in my case, they really do. I'm so fucking lucky when it comes to chat. I really am. I lucked out with you guys. It just, I'm so grateful for you. Being monetized, I was telling everybody, I was like, I don't care about the money, but I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of me. I did it and I did it all by myself. I mean, of course, I had my friends along the way, but Nobody could ever say, "Oh, she's a clout chaser." I mean, whose clout am I chasing? Winnings? Really? Like, if I'm gonna chase, I'm gonna go for somebody with higher numbers, not somebody who's gonna be like, "Hey, let's exchange ideas," because that's work. No, like, I took to winning because it's nice to be around another creator who actually creates, who actually has, a plan, who wants to, move forward and be bolder and bigger and change the world. And that's the kind of shit that I'm like, yes, let's do that. And so I just jump on board and I help where I can. That's not clout chasing though, because I ain't getting shit. I ain't getting shit but satisfaction in return. And I love it. I really do. But yeah, I'm so proud I did it on my own. And I do owe you guys because, like, I know a lot of you were running my videos in the background to give me watch hours because I lost so many when I took down other videos. Um, and I didn't get any watch hours from the months I spent doing waking up and all that. I didn't get not one watch hour, nothing. So it was like, all right. But it was good. It was fun for what it was. I had a really good time. And I met so many people doing that, and I formed attachments to all you guys, which, if you know I have abandonment issues, attachment is not smart, but I am. I'm attached to you guys. It's terrifying. But yeah, no, I did it. I'm proud. I haven't been proud of something that I've done in a long time. And this is an achievement that I never thought I would reach. Even if it is the reduced one, like less than 4,000 and less than 1,000 subs, I'm not that far off. I mean, I got to get what, 425. That's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's better than if I had to get 1,000. So there you go. Rabbit said hello. Ah, lady, the rabbit. I love you. I've been saying. I think I said hello to you like 6 times. This is like the most boring first 15 minutes of my show ever for you guys, but I'm having fun. So, and I'm waking up. Give me a break. Half of me doesn't, not half of me. No, all of me doesn't know what half of what I said. That's a sentence. Words are hard. So, so is grammar. I know it's a thing, but meh. I try this again. Lady Autumn Sky, Lassie, how you doing? What's up? Have a good day. Have a nice day. But I don't know why. Well, I'm Jersey. Bon Jovi ran right into my head. I'm sorry. I apologize. Work with me, guys, because my mic is in a new place. Because I got it. I didn't. All right. Technically, it's not a new desk, but it's a new desk. I've had it for like 3 months, but Connor wouldn't put it together. So I had my mother's husband do it when he put together my bed. Also, what Connor wouldn't do. And he put it together, and I was like, all right. And then I was like, shit, now I got to attach everything and I had to move everything over. But this is the standing desk so that I can raise it up and stand when I'm doing my show. Not today because I'm tired, but I can stand and like it's on wheels so I could walk around with the desk and whatever. Because for some reason, headsets in my house don't work. No matter what headset I try to hook up, the only headsets that show up are the bitch that lives next door. Even my sons don't show up on any of my devices. So I was like, screw it. In your MERS, just remember, nerd, they aren't scared of anything because their brains aren't developed yet. And they have these new hormones happening and no brains to sort them out. That's right, because at this age, there's no consequences and everything is the end of the world. So just be prepared for melodrama because middle schoolers are so dramatic. Oh, so dramatic. Everything is like they're not like that in high school for some reason. But these are 12, 13-year olds. It's like, oh, that's the worst age. God, I hate them all. Connor was, oh, good God. Anyway. Caitlin, hi. You're probably not even there now because you probably got to work and I took too goddamn long to say hello. Hi, Caitlin. You guys got to check out Caitlin's channel, Caitlin Comments. She's been doing a lot of stuff with Shizzy. I was on her Sunday brunch special. We had a lot of fun. Oh my God, it was so much fun. I really enjoyed myself. I did. I really enjoyed myself. So we got Suzanne. Hi, Suzanne. Good morning. Guys, I sent out a link for a GoFundMe. It's like Gifts and Go or whatever for Suzanne. So if anybody comes across that, if you can help out, that would be amazing. If you could donate or just share it to places where people might click on it and, you know, help her out, it's very much appreciated. She was having a very hard time the other day making ends meet, and things have kind of crept up. So she needs a little help, and that's what we do. If we can give help, we do. So if you can look for that link, it's in my Discord, and it's in Winning's Discord, and I put it in T Rex's Discord, and I believe I put it in the experts Discord. So it's all over the place. What should we call it? Also, check out Caitlin Comments. I know I'm skipping around. Deal with it because I'm shot this morning. The whole less than 3 hours sleep is not. I can't do that anymore. I'm not 20. Oh my God. Apparently, though, my ego did not get that memo. And bravado bitch that I am, I was like, I'll be fine. Apparently not. So good morning, Suzanne. Inya, it's like trying to talk sense into a pack of horny Tasmanian devils. Oh, devils came up anyway. That's all right. Jersey Devils. It's a thing. Yeah, no, but they are. That's an accurate description. Highly accurate. Rabbit threw out my link. We got Lady Rabbit, Caitlin. Work with me. Come on, tell me who are you? Who are you? Who? I don't, I'm too tired to know that song. I have no idea what that is. I'm scrolling. I don't want to miss anybody because I'm really like retarded right now. Thank you for throwing out Caitlin's link, Rabbit. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, Sunday we had a great time. Me, her, and Shizzy. Oh my goodness. It was so much fun. And then Wednesday night, was it Wednesday night? Yeah, Wednesday night, Winning did his coverage of the Tucker Trump interview. He didn't even bother to like stay on YouTube. He was like, "Yeah, we're all on YouTube going to Rumble." And him and Caitlin went to Rumble. It was so good. Um, and then he threw me a link and I went on and we talked about like the debates and everything else. We went like person by person because of course they were like, Chris Christie doesn't have a Jersey accent. I was like, I don't know. That's not my fault. I don't know where he's from. I hate the man. I hate him. I mean, we like, okay, so in Jersey, the shore is a huge thing. And it's a huge moneymaker for the people who live down the shore because they only make money in the months where people want to go see the friggin' beach and walk the boardwalk, which is great. However, for a really big holiday weekend, he decided to close the beach, huge stretch of beach for him and his family. So it's like 5 people, his fat ass. You've seen the meme. You've seen him sitting back in that little like beach chair, that poor chair. I could hear it screaming from Hoboken. Like, and they put that chair everywhere, everywhere. And the man, he did Bridgegate. He stole pension money, you know, because he used the wrong money for things. And then he was getting checked on. He was like, I need to transfer something because I have to, you know, refill that account. So where'd he take it from? Our pension accounts. That was great. And the thing is, ours are like stock market accounts. So you take from it we're making less and less and less and less. And nobody knew that they were getting their pension taken from until they were told, I'd like to cash in or borrow, because we used to borrow against our pension. And they were like, yeah, you could do it if you buy it back. She's like, I'm trying to like take money out, not like spend money. Why would I have to buy it back? Where's my pension? Because you spent it and you had to buy it back for a certain amount of money. And it was like, if your pension was like $20,000, you had to pay like $3,000 back. And it was like, are you serious? Like, how does that make sense? And it was like, well, you're down like $3,000 where you should be. And you have to put that money back. Why do I have to put it back? I already put it there to begin with. Who took it? It was a whole big thing. So Rabbit gifted 5 memberships. Does it not tell me where the hell the memberships went? It's not telling me a damn thing, Rabbit. Oh, because I don't have any members. I don't have the members though. Okay, so Inya became part of the crew. There we go. Um, thanks for the 5 membership, Rabbit. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. So she did. I don't know how any of this shit works. I'd never had to do this. So it's like whatever. Inya, I joined. Thank you, Inya. Rabbit, I have no idea. I guess when it's gonna pick 5 random people that are sub to me, but it's not showing me. It's weird. I can't see crap. It didn't even tell me that I had memberships. I had to open up my YouTube like you guys are and read it from there. I hate having to sleep and miss all the fun. Oh, Outpost. I'm sorry. Rabbit. She said I joined last night as soon as I found out. Oh, okay. YouTube does this lovely thing where it waits 2 days to give you notifications of anybody doing anything on your account, like with any kind of help, unless it comes up in chat. And I haven't checked my emails because when I opened it, it said I had something like 200 plus emails, which sent me into a panic that had me throwing my phone away from me because I was like, nope, nope, nope. Like, my average is like 30 and I had over 200. I'm like, nope, nope. Um, Suzanne said, did you out talk winning? I really must have, because he was like, you need to go to bed. Go to bed. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. He's just looking out for me. He doesn't want me to get sick again. Don't worry, Suzanne. He takes good care of me. In your MERS. I usually don't pay, but Shelly, you deserve it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you more than you probably realize. Oh, Inya. I love you guys. I love you. I love Inya. I love Lady. I love Outpost, Suzanne. You know, I love my rabbit. My rabbit. I love you all. I love you guys so much. You have no idea how much you help me when everything goes to shit and I have that temptation to sink down and be petty and vengeful, and I wanted to. God, I wanted to. But how could I do that and come up here and tell you guys to love each other and to respect each other and to be good to one another and talk about all the things that I talk about if I was going to sink down and be petty and spiteful and vindictive? I could do it. It's so easy for me. That's just the other half of my personality. And that's the half I control with an iron grip. Because if that bitch gets out, I'm not going to go scorched earth like on one little patch of land. Oh, no. It all goes. Like, I'll take all of it down. And I don't want to do that. I'm not a hypocrite. I can be hypocritical sometimes. Everybody can. I'm human. But knowingly do it? No. So you guys, you hold me accountable. You make me better. You make me better. Everybody knows I always talk about being the real you. And the reason I do that is because one, it's not wise to deceive people because starting out with a lie is not the way to start any relationship. And the other is you can't keep that up. You can't hold that mask up forever. It hurts. You get tired. You're like, no, I can't do it. You start slipping. And then people start to not trust you because you're changing. They could see it, they can hear it. They know that you're being your true self, which means they know that you've been lying to them, which most of them probably would pick up on to begin with. This chat is really smart. You guys are. You are amazing. So I believe in being you, even when it's awkward. I'd rather be here and be awkward and tell you guys, look, my brain's not engaged yet, so just work with me. I'm going to be behind. I'm going to be slow. I'm going to be a little cranky because I feel like, oh my God, is it today like my first day? No, bitch, you've been doing this a year. You should be with it here, but I'm not. So it's like, but yeah, no, be yourself. Like, and that's what you guys give me. You give me permission to be me, and I needed that. I needed that because I stopped believing in myself. I started disliking myself and it was making me angrier and angrier. I felt controlled. I was angrier and angrier. I felt belittled and I felt ignored. And it was making me angrier and angrier and angrier because nobody could hear my voice at all. They didn't hear the screaming. They didn't hear, like anything. And I can't be silent. I gotta talk. I gotta say things. I gotta be me. I gotta be me. But yeah, be yourself. I mean, what's the point of being fake about anything? You're awesome the way you are. Embrace that shit. Own it. It's you, baby. You all the way. Be you. Show your flaws. Fuck it. Celebrate them. What else you can do? Is it something you can change? Is it something you want to change? If so, then change it. If not, own it. You walk funny? Shit. Be like, I'm sexy. As long as you put the right label on it, that's what it's going to be. Might not be that to everybody, but you have to like project the image and feelings and reactions that you want. Trust me when I tell you, you don't have to be a beauty queen to walk in a room with your head held high, shoulders back, tits out, and eyes forward to have an entire room stop, look at you, and like just flock to you. They either part ways to let you through, which was always funny, or they just, and they just want to tell you everything. That's a little much. I hate that one, but I like when they part the sea for me. They're like, okay, move. Just got a drink, move. Uh, I stay pretty broke helping my older kids so much. Yeah, and yeah, I'm there with you because my income is absolute shit right now. And it's a struggle, like sometimes. But when I have it, I share it. I send it to the people that I think are worth it. So every dime I give is to a good cause, to good people. And I'd rather pay them than my landlord. But somehow I managed to pay both. So we're good. Outpost, she broke your cherry? Kinky. She did. She was determined. She was like, I'm part of the family. She was like, I broke your cherry. I was like, you sure did. Jeez. I mean, I literally was monetized like 5 minutes and she was like, got it. Damn, these people are quick. But yeah, it was it was great. And it only took me 26 hours. I was so surprised because I applied as soon as it hit 3,000 hours, I was like, apply. It was already there. And I went through the whole process and they were like, there's a 3-step process. And the second step says this may take 3 to 4 weeks. And I'm like, what? And then the third step says it may take a month or more, like up to 6 months. I was like, 6 months? Are you kidding? I really thought I was seeing shit. I was like, all right, roll the dice. Well, 2 hours after the thing, I was through the second step of the process and approved. And then I was on the third, figuring I'm going to be waiting for like months. The next day, less than 24 hours later, I was like, they were like, approved. I was like, oh shit. So it took me 26 hours to monetize, to go through that whole process. It was amazing. And then, of course, they sent me all the rules, and I was like, I don't need no stinking rules. But I read them because, deep down inside, I'm a rule follower. I'm a law abider. Jesus. Suzanne said, that's fantastic, D3. Thank you. I'm super excited for you, Shelly. You deserve it. Thank you, lady. I'm super excited too, as you could tell, because I can't concentrate. And you said, same nerd. I wish I could be a 2 to 3 hour night sleeper, but nobody wants that. Yeah, nobody wants that. Nobody at all. Yes, please turn on your allow gifts. Don't forget. Thank you, Rabbit, because I forgot. Grimmy, you're probably already gone, but thanks, Grimmy. Hi, 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 hi. And now it just scrolled away. God damn it. All right. Keep scrolling, and I'm losing my place. You have the top of the hour. I am so far behind. Expert, I would love to say I'm never going to make fun of you again for being lost, but no, we both know I will. I'm way back. Holy crap. All right. I'm going to try to speed through these because otherwise I'm never, you know what? Fuck it. It's my show. I'm just going to do chat for now. We'll catch up. Same nerd. It helps that I can't see. So it's like, Grimmy. So Grimmy's like, how about this Trump indictment, eh? I fucking loved his mugshot. Oh my God. And especially he hit Twitter. Oh, that shit blew up. I was like, Winning's doing his show with Carrie, and I'm like, oh, he dropped. And I'm like doing screamers. I'm like, look, look, look. I was so excited. Because somebody was like in chat, they were like, oh, do you think he's gonna smile? And I was like, dude, he's a New Yorker. He is not gonna smile. If anything, like I was waiting for the snarl, and he did not disappoint. Holy shit. Coffee went down the wrong way. God damn it. That's what happens when I try to breathe, talk, and drink coffee at the same time. And I laughed. But yeah, no, I almost died. That's fine. Moving on. Shelly the Mob Mama. Well, that's the thing. It's Mama's Mafia. That's what you're all joining. You're all going to be a part of Mama's Mafia. And it's the Mouthy Mama's Mafia. So there you go. And since I'm Italian, it's extra special. We said Article 1, Section 3, Clause 7, judgment in cases of impeachment shall not extend further than to removal from office and disqualification to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States, but the party convicted shall nevertheless be liable and subject to indictment, trial, judgment, and punishment according to the law. Okay. No, extend further. So they impeached him, and now they're trying to like go do what? Like, the party convicted shall nevertheless be liable and subject to indictment. Yeah, but I still don't understand what they think he did. I really don't. It just all sounds like trumped up bullshit. Wow, that's a weird use of the word for that because irony. I don't know. It's all very upsetting. I swear I'm working on getting more content out. Meanwhile, I'm just racking up hours playing my playlist. Lady Autumn Sky. Yes, please. If you can, go to Lady Autumn Sky's page. Sub up because why not? It's free and she deserves it. And please play some of her videos. She has my favorite is the black screen with the thunder. Very soothing. And it's fun. It is fun. And you could just play. It's very it's such a good background sound. She makes her own white noise. It's great. Inya, well, that should be the end of it then, Grim. It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, no, I know. How many watch hours do you need to have? So you need to have 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours to get memberships, super chats, super stickers, and super thanks. Which super thanks is that thing that I don't know. I clicked everything because why not? It goes along the bottom of your screen, like where the like and everything is. It usually shows up and says thanks, and it's like a little heart. I think with the uh, money sign inside of it. I think that's what it is. I don't know. I only ever did it once. Um, no, I'm sorry, that's a lie. I did it twice. I did it once for winning because, of course, I did, and I did it once with legal bite, and that was on the stream that she was like going off about Nick, and she was like, "I'm not monetized. I'm not monetized," and I believe it was Grim that was like, "Really?" Because why does she have the super thanks up if she didn't monetize it? She didn't have super chats, she didn't have super stickers, but she had super thanks. And so just to be a bitch about it, I bought one because they pin it. It tells everybody you did da 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 da. So yeah, the super thanks you can like comment on it and it pins it to their thing unless they remove it, which I think they can't. So yeah, I was a bitch about it. Uh Grimsbar, an interpretation is that it allows double jeopardy because it restricts the punishments of impeachment. Oh, I didn't think of that. Double jeopardy protections were added in the Fifth Amendment, so a POTUS would only be liable if convicted by impeachment. And he was impeached, but he wasn't convicted of the impeachment. Like, didn't it not go through? They didn't go through the second half or whatever. Like they started and said he's impeached, but then did nothing. Um, Outpost, who said I'm burning out? If you're already gritting your teeth in the second week, bro, don't. I know how quickly people can burn out when it comes to kids. Okay, I have seen it. I have seen teachers quit on the first day. Grimmy, hope you all have a good day. Thank you, Grimmy. I know I was behind. I'm sorry. I'll catch you later. Maybe we'll make music. Hey, Grimmy, whenever you're like not doing anything, I really need some type of like, I don't know, upbeat music that I could play on like a break or whatever. And I feel bad I was asking Winning to make me stuff because he won't complain at all, but like I'm always asking him for favors and I kind of want to spread it out. So you're the other musical person I know when it comes to like the electronic music and making stuff like that. And you know what I like. So if you ever have like nothing to do, I only need something that's like 3 minutes long. No, like, you know, fancy thing. Just something to play if I have to like step away to answer the door, if I have to pee. I need pee music. So if you could do that, that'd be great. And again, me being my authentic self, I'm an oversharer. I speak in profanity, vulgarities, innuendos, and sarcasm. That's me. But I also have like the biggest heart of anybody you're going to meet because if I have to, I'll give you the shirt off my back if you need it. I mean, granted, that's going to leave me, like titties to the wind, but if you need it, Outpost said it's not that it's tough, but it's new and I'm dealing with stuff I've never had to deal with before. You got to look at being the teacher's aide, a para, as kind of like a, I don't know, like a practice run for being a dad. But you have to be like the softest dad. Stern, but gentle. Um, Authoritarian a little bit because they need that, but still flexible and approachable and open and honest and warm. So yeah, I don't envy you figuring it out. I saw a lot of people as they were trying to figure it out. That's just something that I didn't have to figure most of that out. That's from being a mom. I went in there armed. I knew what I was doing with the kids of all ages because Katie had led me down that road, and Connor made sure to throw dynamite and landmines all over the place. And I stepped on quite a few. So once you've put your child on a bus in nothing but his underwear and a t shirt because he won't let you dress him and just throw all his shit onto the bus, you've reached that status where you just don't give a fuck. And other kids are not going to bother you. They're really not. So you develop patience. Some people are born with it. It was never a virtue I had. And now it is. I have, fuck my life. I have infinite patience when it comes to kids. The screaming doesn't bother me. The noise doesn't bother me. The temper tantrums, they don't bother me. I hear them, but I can also like tune it out. So it's nice. Inya said next week or the week after, they'll have fully transitioned my son to normal classes. That's so exciting. His teacher said he's doing so well. He doesn't need his help or all that. Here's your friend. Like, even though Mr. Thomas is his BFF. Yes. Oh my God. Oh. I know the teacher said he doesn't need his helper. Keep it anyway. Keep it for now. And don't call them normal classes. The kid went to classes that were normal for him. And now he's moving up to what we used to call like mainstream general ed. Because that's where like everybody got thrown because it was like, okay, they're all good. Throw them in there. Outburst nerd, have patience. You'll be great at this. I believe that, Rabbit. I think that he will be very, very good at this. But everything's a learning curve. Every day. I did that for years and I was still learning on the fly certain things. Because when you work in a school, things happen that you can never ever predict. Ever. It's it's so bad. Outburst. I've said for years I'd rather deal with kids than adults. You got this. Absolutely. Because the kids are rewarding. No matter what the adults do for you, you're like, in your MERS. Nerd, keep going. So many of the boys will do better with the male. Yeah, they will do better with the male. And those are in such short supply. When they hired a male, my kiddo flourished. Absolutely. My son did really well for like 2 months with his male aide. And they decided, fuck it. Shelly won't argue. So they pulled his aide and put him in the high school. And Shelly was not all right. It was not a good day for my boss because I reamed her a new asshole. You can't talk to me. I was like, I am not your fucking employee right now. I am a parent and you're going to sit down and shut up and listen to me. And she was like, Miss Peterson. That's my last name, Peterson. Miss Peterson. Oh my goodness. You can't come in here to lady, sit the fuck down. I was like, don't you make like $500 a day? What? I was like, oh, I read the agenda. I go through all that little fine print shit that you guys put in there and hope nobody reads. I read all of it. And she was the head of the special needs department. She came out of retirement for it. And we were paying her $500 a day. to do nothing other than screw up all our schedules, fuck up all our kids, and sit in the office spinning in her chair looking like the crypt keeper in a wig. That's what she looked like. She was old when my daughter was little. My son is 11 years younger than my daughter. So you're talking 15 years later, this bitch was still working. I thought she died long ago. Or maybe I just hoped it. God forgive me, I didn't mean it. But yeah, no, it was something else. Lady Autumn Sky, nerds got this. He can handle kids. It's the teachers that make him crazy. Suzanne. Uh, Nerd, check your gift receiving. Everybody check to make sure you can allow gift receiving. Because I don't want it to just go off into the ether. I can't get gifts on my channel. That's right. He can't. Shit. Yeah, it's not. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe I have to have a certain amount of. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't understand why YouTube hasn't handed the gifts out yet. I don't get it either. Like it gave none. It's just weird. Maybe because it's so new. Because it's a new monetized account. So maybe it holds it. I don't know. But thank you, Rabbit. I appreciate it. I love you. You're so good to me. Yes, I leave at the top of the hour. Cool, cool, cool. So he's leaving now. Have a good day at work. Summer's still 11. What school starts at 11? Rabbit. If you're lurking, come on out and say hello. Hello, hello, hello. Caitlin said, you should be proud, Shelly. You're doing amazing. Thank you so much. Today, rocky start. Suzanne, thanks for putting Caitlin's thing out there. Same to you, Rabbit. I made it to work, but I'm 35 minutes early, so I'm hanging out in my car. Nice. I used to do that when I had a car. Just sit outside my job, be like, nope, not until last minute, you bitches. I was like, you ain't getting none of my time. Caitlin had to have a great day at work. Yes, please have a great day at work. Anya wishes you a great day. Lady Autumn said, you're early on a Friday. Yay! Hang with us for a little. I hope I can't make you laugh the way I did Wednesday. Wednesday, the former Monday. But I don't know. I can't stop smiling, guys. It's terrible. Even when Gary last night, he was going into like people, things that happened to him as a kid and growing up and how it affected him. And of course, I commented about, shame is probably the hardest thing in your life to shake. I mean, usually when you have shame, that's with you for life. Like it's yours. You might as well just put a bow on it and put it in your pocket and carry it forever because it's never leaving you. It's shame is a terrible thing. And of course, that made me cry. And yet I was still smiling. I was still smiling because I was just so happy. I was so excited. Guys, I don't think you get how useless and losery I have been feeling, especially since I got sick. It's not even just now. It's, oh, I need somebody to help me get this. I need somebody to help me get that. I need somebody to just do this. And I'm not that person. I'm used to taking charge and doing everything. I just get it done. And I can't because I can't move around like that. But we moved furniture, me and my son. I set up my new bed, which, oh, thank God. And then I woke up yesterday and I was like, oh my God, I hurt. I forgot how much stuff I was picking up and moving. And it's just, my body is not happy with me at all. This is day 2 and my arms are like noodles. Little known fact is that Chris Christie is a failed actor whose only appearance on screen is as the boulder from Raiders of the Lost Ark. I hate you so much. Nerd. Ah, God. Oh, and you thank you very much, Robert, for putting up Suzanne's gifts and go. Um, I appreciate that. If anybody could donate or share it out, put it on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, anything we could do to get like the word out. I mean, I already told you about that. I'm the one behind, not you. But thank you, Rabbit. I have a feeling I'll be thanking you a lot as we go through this because I'm so far behind. So Caitlin said he was born in Jersey. That's why it's crazy he doesn't have an accent. I know, I know, I know. Chris Christie is nah, don't get me started. No, I'm smiling. Cheese. I'm smiling. Chris Christie is a blight on the butt of humanity. I can't stand that man. You want me to say it again? I'll say it from the cheap seats. I'll say it from the dugout. I hate that man. Ugh. What a bad look for a state. Not that I enjoy the jackass that's there now. With his I'm Phil Murphy. Oh, hi, New Jerseyans. I can't. Oh, God. The teeth. Oh, so much. For anyone that checks out my gifts and go, please know that I am not on welfare or any type of government dole. I have a problem asking for any type of help, and anything is appreciated. Bless you all. And that's why I asked them. So there you go. I know how hard it is to ask for help. Mine almost killed me. So sometimes, yeah, you got to swallow your pride a little bit and allow the people that care to help. That's all. And you'd be surprised how many of them do. Yeah, YouTube hasn't given the things out. It's so weird. And it's still showing the down here. Hiding. There we go. I'm trying. YouTube hasn't given them out. Only shows on YouTube. Son of a bitch. It keeps scrolling ahead. There we go. Caitlin's actually confidence is key. Caitlin said it's so hard to be a person in the real world, like a real person in the world now, basically. Why make it harder by trying to be someone or something else? And that's the whole thing. Who the hell can remember all that crap? I can't remember what I had for breakfast. Probably because I didn't have breakfast. I woke up and immediately ran to you guys. But I mean, even if I would have had breakfast, I wouldn't know. Look what I did to poor Caitlin. Caitlin on Wednesday. Look, I changed your name. But look what I did to Katie on friggin' Wednesday. Oh my God. I'm arguing with her that no, it's Monday. Like, yo, I was convinced. I was so like incensed. I was like, how dare she argue with me? That's Monday. Wait a minute. Oh, like I just, and that was the whole thing. Cause I was just like, man, when you fuck up, Shell, you go all the way. Like, it's a wonder. Caitlin, thank you for the super chat. Caitlin said you were one of those most authentic people. Aw, that I've ever had the pleasure of speaking with. Keep being you, Shelly. You should be proud. I am proud. I am proud of my achievements. You're going to get there. You're going to achieve this very soon. I want this for you. I want it for Shizzy. And it's not about the money. It's not. It's, oh my God. It's so nice to have something to celebrate and to celebrate with my friends because y'all helped me make it happen. You know, I say I did it on my own, but I did the content. It was my content. It's my sweat and everything. But you all showed up. You showed up, you stood up, and you said, hey, no, you know, she's good. We like her. We're going to keep coming back. And don't think YouTube doesn't see it. They see that there's a steady, you know, I guess, vein of people that go and visit and they leave, they come back. And I think that has a lot to do with the approval process because you know that it's not because of my mouth. And that's the thing. They review shit and they're like, oh, yeah, you're good. Oh, okay. Like, Suzanne said, Caitlin, thank you. Awesome for, no, I'm switching. I'm very dyslexic today. It's weird. I keep switching words, not letters, words. Caitlin, awesome. Thanks for your support at T3. I never thought anyone would say that. Thank you for your super chat, Caitlin from Lady Autumn Sky. This is so cool. Kazoo, catch up, which listen, I'm running on fumes. I choked on my coffee. Even my coffee betrayed me. That sip didn't. Yay. I wore most of my other ones, so now this shirt's got to go in the laundry. And I literally woke up, put this new shirt on because I was like, oh, I'm cold. I need long sleeves. And now it's all dirty. Luckily, it's dark blue. So even like if there's a stain, it's not going to be much of one. But I don't think it'll stain. It's just coffee. I already wet it with water. Kazoo, catch up witch. Ha ha ha, Kazoo. Thank you, Suzanne. I haven't seen that. Thank you for the super chat from Rabbit. Murph's Turf. Good day to you. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Suzanne, President Trump should sell those mugshots that would pay for his entire presidential campaign. Let me tell you, those mugshots, the funny ones that weren't real, and then the one of him looking like, oh, you want to fight? That face is, you want to go? Oh, no, you haven't even learned how to go yet. Let me show you. And then he just, "Rah." That's the Donald Trump of old. That is the dude who fired everybody on his show. That is the dude that New Yorkers part the fucking seas for. Like, that's the business, like, pit bull that we all knew. And he didn't give a fuck. He was going to close every deal. And he went in there with that look. And he didn't fail. And that's what I was saying yesterday whenever it was like, oh, is he going to smile? I was like, no. He's not going to the ball anymore. He's not even going to the, like the place where he's willing to negotiate with you. Oh, no. He's going to war. And he has every intention of winning. And that's all over his face. He's fucking done. He's like, no, see, you showed your hand. You showed your two faces. You want to see how to play hardball? I'll show you how to play hardball. Because the man is not dumb in any stretch of the imagination. I may not agree with everything he says because he loves himself and that kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. But then again, I like it because he's confident. He's, and I do really like the jibes that he sends out, all those little zingers. When he says things, I'm like, where does he come up with this shit? He's hilarious. He's absolutely hilarious. And I would really like for a president to make me laugh out of joy rather than laugh out of incredulousness. Like, are you kidding? You can't walk upstairs either? I mean, I can't, but I've always been retarded. Like, you were supposed to be the president. That's why I'm not up there. Like, can you not navigate steps? How about a stage? How about that? How about you don't fall asleep during a public engagement? How about you, I don't know, not high step it on the grass that's literally almost flat as turf? Like, I don't, anyway. Stop sniffing people. God, leave the kids alone. Caitlin, I would totally buy a shirt with his mugshot on it. Oh, be prepared because they're coming. Everything's going to have his mugshot on it. Oh my God. I kind of want a hat that says repairing history with a picture of Trump on the back, or like Trump on the front and like repairing history on the back with like the website. I would totally wear that outside because I plan on going outside at some point soon, because I can't be in this house much longer. It's making me crazy. So, Trump beat the impeachments, and now they're charging him for the same things that he was cleared of in the impeachments. Yeah, well, we're just going to have to stay true. And it's harder than we like to admit. Caitlin, if I had the funds, I would make and sell Trump merch and give it all to President Trump. Oh, Suzanne. Thank you for promoting me, T3 and Rabbit. I appreciate you all. Oh, Lady Autumn Sky, of course, your family. Why wouldn't we promote you? I want every creator out there to be promoted. That's a big thing for me now. Like that's my main thing that I try to remember is to cross promote people because YouTube is vast and we are just teeny tiny voices in the whole maelstrom that it is. And I don't think we can really rise without helping one another. Like you're not going to get traffic if people don't hear about you and they don't have a place to put like new creators. These are, if YouTube had a section that was like creators with, like this many subs, like under this amount. Creators, brand new creators, like under 1,000 subs or, like whatever. If they did that so that they got exposure and we could just click on them, that'd be great. Instead, they throw all these goddamn videos up on my page that I don't want to look at. I don't hit a video that I want to see until I'm like, I don't know, maybe 12 rows down. Because they keep hitting me with all this backstage shit. You want the backside story? Hey, you want the ass story? Strangely accurate. You want the ass story for this actress that just did this huge, and I'm like, I've never heard of her and I didn't watch it. So no. And they'll push that shit for days. The same one. I'm like, no. And it takes up like half the page. But they're promoting all this crap that nobody's ever heard of. Nobody wants to. And it's like they sent me something on feminism the other day. I was like, wait a minute. Like, have you heard my content? Like, did you pay attention? Are you looking at the hashtags? Like, none of that has to do with feminism. I fucking hate feminism. It ruined everything for every woman out there, I feel. It just, because it helped the wrong ones, that it didn't help the ones who actually needed the help. So it's like, feminism sucked. Not the popular opinion, I know, but didn't do me any good. Can we get some hearts in chat for the greatest of all our mods, our very own Rabbit? Oh, Suzanne, that's so sweet. Yes, hearts galore for our wonderful Rabbit who kicked ass on Shizzy's stream. Ha ha! On Wednesday night, it was really good. Oh, it was so good. And I was listening to hers, and I was listening to Winnings, and I was listening to Experts. So I had, and don't think this is weird, I had 2 sets of headphones on because I was running the one on the iPad. I ran one on the iPad so I could listen from there, and then I ran the one on the laptop so I could listen from. I ran 2 on the laptop so I could listen from there. And I was just typing back and forth and back and forth. And at one point, I don't think I put the right like chat in the right thing. I think I fucked it up. Like I told Experts group something that I meant to tell Winnings group, and like it was all screwed up. And I was like missing shit. But then I went back and like rewatched. I was like, oh, I saw this part, so I can go. It was fun, but oh my lord. I hate when y'all do really interesting streams on the same night, and I'm like, I gotta watch them all. It was crazy that night. It really was. T3, I subbed for the male version of you. Oh, thanks, Suzanne. Captain Infinity. He's abrasive and cocky and funny and tells it like he is. He takes no shit. Awesome. I do have to check him out. I subbed to him. But it's been such a week. I haven't had a chance to do anything because I was getting closer and closer to that 3,000 and I was pushing it. I was like, I got to do this. I got to do that. And I was in full on, got to get it mode. And I did. I got it. And yay. That's true. I just don't have words yet. Dragon. Yeah, I know. I can't. I'm just like, Suzanne said, sorry, I'm still asleep. I meant to say I mod for Captain Infinity. No, I knew that. I knew that's what you said. Thank you, Rabbit. Sorry, half in chat, but streaming. Yay. Wally, hi, how are you? Suzanne, I hope you're having a wonderful day, all of you. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. I think I'm catching up. Outpost nerd. Well, I gotta head out. Talk to you all later. I love you, nerd. Have a wonderful day at school. Be nice to the other kids. Caitlin, am I the only guy here? Wally, no, there are guys here. They're hiding, most of them, because we're women heavy here. But it's funny because experts is women heavy. Mine used to be male heavy. Then it switched to women heavy. And if you go by my analytics, most of my subscribers are male. I have like 81% male. It's weird. And my same thing in my audience, like the people doing replays and everything else, mostly men. And I don't know why I'm so shocked at it because I mean, yeah, I talk about emotional stuff and the women get it and everything, but I didn't realize the guys need it too. They're looking for ways to help themselves and to navigate relationships, and that's what they're using. Caitlin, walking into work, I'm gonna try to stay listening. Oh, yay. Yeah, Grimmy and Nerd were here. They're not here anymore. Miami Spice Shelly, I made it. Hi, spicy, my spicy girl. I thought I saw Texas Jen. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe not. Because usually where one of you guys goes, it's usually two of you. Caitlin, have an amazing day. If they refund me, I'll try again. Oh, Rabbit. Thank you. I don't see why they would, though. They might. I got refunded one of the experts like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. I think because he just, I don't know if he didn't have any like buddy left to give it to. That I don't know. There's no way that between me, you, and Clumsy, we bought like 4,000 or 5,000. What is it? Oh, he has 2,000. Well, there's still no way that we bought like almost 2,000 memberships. Otherwise, I would be bankrupt. I can't afford that. Hey, Wolfie, how are you? Wolfie, I got monetized. I'm so proud of me. I'm so proud of me. Now I got to get to the next goal. So the next goal is to get to 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. I think the 4,000 watch hours, now that I'm not obsessing over them and I'm doing the show, they're going to rack up in no time at all. The subs are going to be the hard time because, man, it feels like there's nobody out there that's signing up. I get 3 subs, YouTube takes away 2. In the next 3 to 4 days, they give them back. And I'm like, really? Like, I keep going up and down the same damn 2. It's ridiculous. Have a good day. Have a good day. I'm trying to skip ahead. There's Raleigh, Rabbit, Amber. Oh, hi, honey. I'll let you know that you're not the only one gaining therapeutic use from your live stream, Shelly. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And that's all I want. That's what I was telling Gary. That's what keeps me going. It can get very discouraging when you're like, oh, I'm not getting any reach. I really had to talk myself into doing the show again because I was like, nobody's going to want to hear it, whatever. And I was waffling back and forth and out of nowhere, because I hadn't mentioned it, I started getting DMs and emails from people saying, are you going to do a morning show again? Because I needed that. And it started my day off on a good note. And I was happy, and I could deal with a lot of things because, it was someplace to go. It was a friendly voice. For some reason, a lot of you find my voice comforting, which I don't get. But if it does, use my voice as much as you want. I give it to you. I love that I can help people, even if it's just being here, just not being so lonely, because I'm talking to you. I'm not talking at you. I'm not, like just spouting off the mouth. I'm here with you. To me, we're all sitting in my living room. We're all having coffee. guarantee me and Lady and Suzanne have a blunt in our hands. If Cloud was here, she would be her own Cloud. Like, that's just how I picture you guys. I picked you all here all the time. Sometimes some people might call that a hallucination. I just call it, like welcoming you into my home. So yeah, I talk to you because I enjoy talking to you. It's not all about the topic. It's not all about teaching, whatever. It's about making those connections. I don't want anybody out there to feel lonely. I really don't. I know what loneliness feels like, and it breaks me down like no assault on my person ever has. It's so desolate and despairing, and just I really wish that nobody would feel it. I don't want anybody to feel lonely ever, because you're not alone. I know you feel like you're alone, and I'm only a voice to you, but I'm still here. You can reach out. You can talk to me. You can talk to each other. That's one of the best things about my chat. You guys are awesome. You're good to one another. You're accepting. You get excited to see people. There is nothing I love more than showing up to a chat and being like, hey guys. And I usually expect like one or two people to notice and be like, hey, Shell. And then there's just this barrage of just Shelly, Shelly, Shelly. And I'm like, oh my God. And it's so overwhelming sometimes because I'm just not that used to. No, that's not the way to phrase it. I'm not used to people being that like welcoming, that, like, hey, oh my God, I'm excited to see you. And I'm like, but why? Like, I just think I'm just so boring. Um, Miami Spice, thank you, but I don't really have a channel. Expert keeps me way too busy. Trust me, I know that feeling. I know that feeling. For the best voice on the net, check out the lovely Amber L. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I love Amber's voice. I love the way she sings. Her songs hit me in my heart so hard because I relate so much to them. She said, "Oh, Suzanne, thank you. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me." All right, I got to go a little faster. Here we go. Anybody else walk in? No. Rabbit, follow Talking Trash and Truth. Yes. Yamaha Biker. Have my story channel up if you're interested. Ooh, yeah, let's spread that around. Which will go, Rabbit or Suzanne or anybody out there with a wrench. If you guys could post Yamaha Biker's link, I would very much appreciate it. Suzanne T3, I told you a long time ago to look in the mirror and straighten out your crown and know you're a queen. Yeah, well, people keep trying to knock my crown off my head, and they haven't done it yet, but it makes me want to hit people with the crown. Everybody gets lonely. Everybody gets down on themselves. I just tend to do it more often. Miami Spice, rock the day, girl. Yes, absolutely. You go out and slay today, and we will see you probably tonight, where we're all gonna, let go, because it's Friday night tonight, and when we hang up, I'm going to bed. Like, I'm just saying. So that as soon as I let go, okay, guys, I'm done. It means I can't keep my eyes open, and I'm going to sleep. But yeah, I want to be awake for tonight because I don't have a show tomorrow morning, and I can stay up late. Mommy said I could stay up late because it's Friday night. Wally, oh, you're so nice, Shelly. You're good at talking to people, by the way, which is nice. By way to people, by way, which is nice. I mean, I enjoy talking to people. Why? I'm not good at peopling all the time, especially like in person, because I get very like, like, get away from me, get away, because it's just so much. But on here, hell, I could talk forever, and I have. Yamaha said I keep forgetting it's Friday. No, 2 days in a row, I woke up and I was like, today is, and I checked my phone, Thursday. Today is Friday because I can't believe I did that. Uh, Suzanne said, "Hey, if nothing else, Shelly, we always got kazoo." Yep, we got kazoo. Amber, Shelly's the best medicine. Thank you. And Rabbit with the super chat. You are the best, Shelly T3. Jersey has a gem. And Jersey's going to lose its gem the minute I could get the fuck out of this state. God, I need grass and not just the weed kind. I need to be able to touch grass, to sit in a chair in my own yard in the sun with cats around and dogs around. And guys, I want to get ducks. So now I have to learn about how to raise ducks because when I do move, which should be not far from now, and I'm talking like months, not, years. I want to get ducks. I don't know about the chickens. Chickens, that's a lot of, like pooping. And I don't know. I always like ducks. I know they're just as noisy and just as like dirty and whatever, but I don't know. I like ducks. They're very, you know, ducky. Although I'll have to stop saying my main catchphrase, which is, fuck a duck. Because nobody wants that. Love your animals, but don't love your animals. That's wrong. Rabbit, awesome. Thanks for your support from Suzanne. Absolutely. Lady Autumn Sky set off, like fireworks and she's clapping and she's got her stars going. I love it. Suzanne with the hearts. T3, we need you to get Amber L on panel one morning. That would be a great start to the day. Oh, yeah. She knows all she's got to do is say, I have time. Can I come up? And just actually, she don't even have to ask. She's just got to say, I have some time to spare. Throw me a link. That's all. That's all she's got to say. I don't like to send her a link just out of like every time I see her on because I don't want to like overwhelm her. The White Rabbit. Oh my goodness. Congratulations on getting monetized. Well deserved. She walked in here with a huge, like big orange super chat. Oh my goodness. This is so exciting. It really is so exciting. Oh my goodness. Thank you for your support, White Rabbit. It's just I've had so little to be really happy about. And this just, I can't tell you how light my heart feels today. It's so weird. And it's not the money, it's the fact that I made it this far. And I don't know, it feels like I'm a real creator. Like it kind of felt like I wasn't one of the team. I wasn't part of the group or like I was a poser because I was so little. My channel is little and it wasn't going to get bigger for a while. So it was like, I don't know, this gives me motivation to spend more time doing lives and do more videos and more panels. And oh, good God. This could be the start of a monster in the making, y'all. You know how I get. I don't have good self-control. So just promise me if you all see me doing like way too many streams and I'm running myself down, please tell me. You don't have to do it in chat if you're embarrassed. DM me and say, hey, that thing where you run yourself into the ground. You're doing it. So you need to eat and you need to stretch and you need to sleep. You got to tell me because I won't notice. That's how I wound up in the hospital. I didn't notice what was going on because I was, I'm goal driven. When I focus on something, everything else falls aside. And that's what I was doing. I was hyper focused and I missed everything. Missed all the signs. Suzanne T3, did you hit up 420? Okay, here's another really good thing. I have stopped smoking weed until nighttime. Not nighttime wherever on the globe, but nighttime here. Because I just was getting so like, oh, I don't feel like it. That whole, hey, I was going to go to college, but then I got high. Like that. That's how it felt. because it was like, all right, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, take a puff of weed. I was like, I'm gonna take a nap. And I can't do that. And this week that I've been doing this, like doing it only at night and very little, I'm so awake because I can't control what kind of weed I get. And all that she gives me is indica, and they all put me to sleep. So it's like, ugh. I was great on sativa. Sativa, I could do whatever. But getting weed around here is very, very difficult. Like, unless I want to get like shit that's just in bags. No, she doesn't like giving that because she's like, I don't know what the growers did. I don't know if they're lying to me, whatever. So she sells it by the can, and it comes from California, whatever. And she gives them to me. So I can't really bitch about what I get. Um, but they put me to sleep. So if I only do it at night and I only do an edible at night, I sleep deep. Like, I smoked a half a joint before I went to bed last night, and it was fine, or rather this morning. But I didn't take an edible because I knew I would never wake up for the show. I mean, I'd wake up eventually, but I wouldn't wake up on time because the edibles, as much as I love them to knock me out, they knock me out for like 8 hours. And I can't do that when I have to have a show in 2 hours. White Rabbit, again, thank you so much. You're my biggest super chat ever. It's so great. Of course, she went for the orange. You realize that. That's why I said, look at the big orange super chat. I would have been like, can't the $5 one be orange? Like, can't. That's what YouTube should do. Pick a color. Let you pick the color. They need, I don't know, we need more design capabilities on here. And they need to do something about music, because I would love it if they gave us like the ability to play music, good music, in the background and like not spank you for it in like 8 months when they're like, oh yeah, no, we no longer offer that. So strike. Because I don't trust them. I really don't. Yamaha Biker. No, not under the channel. I'll come back and you can grab it from there. The name is I Have a Story. Oh, okay. Well, make sure that you share it with us so that we can, so all of us can look at it. Oh, there it is. I Have a Story. Okay, I'm back. You can grab the channel from here. Awesome. That is awesome. Rally Sport. Yep. Everybody can, Suzanne and Rabbit can throw up all you guys' links. Make sure you click on Suzanne's Gives and Goes and see if you can spread that out. Wendy, hi. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to Mouthy Mama's Mafia, whatever, mansion. There we go. You know how I love my alliterations. Physician, heal thyself. Rabbit, thank you so very much for sharing the link. Taking you to the DMV with me. Wish me luck. Oh, we love going to the DMV, Wolfie. Those people hate me because I'm always like, can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? I've had the same picture on my license since 2008. Because they just keep sending me new cards. And I'm like, okay, it was going to expire, but goddamn. They're like, just fill this out and and then we'll let you know when you can come in. I pay for it, everything. And then I get my license in the mail twice. I got it like 4 years after I needed, like I had gotten the last one. And then I got this one in the mail. And I'm like, that picture is still the same. Like, I still look like that, but my hair is different. Like, that's the only thing that changes. But yeah, so it's like, all right. Thank you, Rabbit. Thank you, Suzanne, for putting out all those links. I'm getting there. T3, physician, take thy own advice. Yeah, I know, Suzanne. I know. You are favored. You'll be fine. Wolfie. Lady Autumn. She said that. She's so sweet. You are favored. You'll be fine. The DMV is harmless. It's just a pain in the ass. The White Rabbit at Wolfkinder, be safe. I have a story. Talking trash and truths. Thank you. You are most welcome. Wolfkinder 3, thanks for taking us with you to the Because that's where we wanted. We were going on a trip. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. I have a story. Got it in my file. Thanks. And I subbed. Oh, you're so funny, Rabbit. Because of you, I started a damn file with links just so I could click paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy. I was like, oh, good. I don't have to look this shit up. I have them for like everybody that frequents Winnings goddamn shows. I'm like, when did I become a mod? I only have wrenches in places so I can curse and they don't have to constantly click allow. Like, that's the only reason people give me wrenches. They just give her a wrench so that we don't have to worry about her. Her shit'll just automatically go up. It'll be fine. It's like I gotta approve myself. Okay, I'm switching back. This split personalities give me. Oh, Yamaha, you're funny. Yamaha has an amazing voice. I can't wait to hear it. I cannot wait to hear it. Back to normal, whatever that means. Well, normal for you. Normal for you is normal for me. Okay, that's why we get along. It's hard getting used to hearing myself, but the nails on the chalkboard sound is getting better. I don't get it. You guys don't like listening to your own voice. I mean, I got the Jersey accent. I sound like friggin', but like you're like the third person I've heard to say that this week. No, fourth. I was like, oh, I can't go back and I can't listen to the sound of my own voice. Really? Like, really? Rabbit, I have about 23 files now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Suzanne said, you got to teach me how to do the file thing. Oh my God, we're getting to the end of the thing. Yay, I'm almost caught up. Flying through the sky, little Einstein. Oh, yeah. I love, what the hell was that? The Magic School Bus. My kids used to all love that. T3 is the modern day Ms. Frizzle. Frizzle my jizzle. That's what I am. Frizzle my jizzle. Let's see. All right. So now that I'm caught up, let me go back to StreamYards. I can't. All right. So let me make sure I got everybody. So we got Inya Mers as a new member, Caitlin with her super chat, Rabbit with her super chat, White Rabbit with her super chat, and then the 5 memberships that Rabbit gave. But they didn't show the memberships that Rabbit gave for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't get why it does that. It's weird. It's just weird. All right, so that's done, and that's done. Okay, so we're good. We're up to speed. It took me an hour and 40 minutes to get my shit together. Yo, it's Friday. I am not going to stress it. I am going to chill out. I'm happy. I haven't been happy like this in a long time. And the thing is, like, it didn't really hit me until I got here and you guys were just all like, ah. So I probably should have named today's thing, hey, I'm monetized, but and I might change the the title to that anyway. But Yamaha said, I guess that means I'm not a narcissist, but I am a pretty man. Oh, okay. You're a pretty dude. It's good to know. Suzanne said, T3, you deserve to be happy always. Thank you, Suzanne. That means a lot. It really does. It really does. Because there are many times that I don't believe it. And whether I deserve it or not, I'm going to take full advantage of it because, like I tell people, happiness doesn't come around every day. You're going to hit those hard times where you're just like, there's nothing left for me. Like everything that you've ever done is now painted with this dark cloud that you're experiencing. And you're just like, I've never had a purpose. And you got to hold those happy moments close. And you got to convince yourself, this happened before. I've been happy. And I'll be happy again. I just got to get through this. You make it your support. You make it give you strength. You make it give you drive. And you also learn to appreciate the happiness so much more. Like when I get happy now, like this today, this I will live off this for months, for months. So I can't explain how awesome it was to celebrate it with you guys. Like I was happy when I found out last night. You know, I was thrilled when, Winning went on his show, and one of the first things he said was, "By the way, Shelly was monetized. She is monetized." Like he was so proud and he was so happy for me, and that tickled me. And everybody's been so, gracious about it and congratulatory and just genuine. And see, somehow I managed to get genuineness in there. That's what brings me back to you guys. I've seen y'all fight. I've seen you get your back up. I've seen you comfort each other. I've seen you um, rally together to support somebody who's been wronged. I've seen you draw your lines in the sand. And I respect the fuck out of all of you for being who you are. I got some real bull terriers in my chat. Once they get don't take this the wrong way, but once they get their teeth into something and they know, like, you ain't getting away with that, they don't let go. And they will shake you to the fucking ground. And I love that about you. I love that some of my girls are tough as hell and yet so sweet. They remember how to, be female, how to just be themselves. It doesn't matter if they're like ultra feminine or if they're like, ultra aggressive. It's who they are. I like people who act, as themselves. I don't care if you're crazy. I mean, don't annoy me because I will tell you, all right, you're being annoying. Like I don't have that filter. But no, it's fantastic. You guys are yourselves. And I knew I was gonna like I really thought I was gonna wake up late. I was like, I'm gonna miss the whole goddamn show, but it's my show. I'll do it later. But my daughter kept coming in, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. I was sitting in the chair in front of the mic because I got out of bed. I was like, oh, I'll wake up, like knocked out. I was like, oh, I need to like up the desk and like just stand here. So I did that for like 5 minutes. Yeah. And that worked. I mean, I'm not fully awake because I just didn't sleep enough, but for the most part, I'm peppy. I'm happy. I saw you guys and I just, oh my god, the adrenaline rush. I can't explain what this feels like. I'm giddy and I'm feeling like all the feminine energies today. Like I'm just so girly right now. Um Yamaha biker, those videos look wicked. Can't wait to watch them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He said no, because I said he's pretty. He said, does a face for radio ring a bell? I thought you were supposed to have a voice for radio, not a face for it. Isn't it hard to talk through a paper bag? Like, come on. I actually said that to a girl once. She was the aide. I was I was working as an aide, and she was just going on and on and on about, oh, this guy wants to date me, and this guy wants to date me, and I was just like, this bitch is fugly, boring, and smelly. Like, who's fucking her? And she got on my nerves so bad, and I didn't say anything. And she comes out of her face one day, and she said something to me, and it was the wrong time. I was already in a bad mood, and I was done. And she came out with this little zinger, and that was it. The gloves were off. I turned on her so bad. I was like, by the way, you're talking about all these guys that want to fuck you. Don't they like get the bag paper, like get the bag wet and shit? Like, do they like fucking you with the bag on your face? Because there's no way they could look at you and get hard. And I was just going off on this poor girl, and she was just crying. And we wound up being friends, but she was still annoying. But we wound up being friends. But she was like, I can't believe you said that to my face. Would you rather me say it behind your back? I don't do that. I will say it to your face. I will tell you every time, like, you want to go? Because I can tell you about yourself. You're not gonna like it though. I sound like I have a clothespin on my nose. Rabbit nose. So I might be from Jersey. Oh my goodness. My heart is broken. Do I sound nasally? I might because I'm all stuffed up. I think you need to reevaluate your standards. Rabbit. That's from Yamaha. Oh, no, 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 no. Suzanne, yep, I'm T3's pit bull. You are. You are my pit bull. I'll give you that. I love it. Here's some teeth for you. Rabbit. This is Rabbit. I would not fuck with you if I was paid to do it. I am not stupid. Because you are sweet and you are kind and you would kick my ass without breaking a sweat. Nope. No, thank you. And I know your doorbell reloads a couple times. So no, I'm not. No, I enjoy life. No. Amber, I got you, Shell. I'll take anyone out if I need to and wear a pretty dress at the same time. I know you will, babe. That's what I love about you. Oh, your power is in your that venomous little tongue that you sometimes unleash on people. Oh, it's so fun. I tell you, the highlight of my year at that point was you and Dark just bantering back and forth with the sniping. Just it was awesome. He didn't know what to do because he's not used to people who could go toe to toe with him. It was phenomenal to watch. At Suzanne Yamaha said, thanks. I'm trying. Didn't want anything flashy or distracting. So I got to check it out. I can't wait. Rabbit Mirror are the hounds of Baskerville for Shelly. Okay. That's hilarious. Umbrella awesome. Yamaha laughing. And Rabbit, I live part-time in Jersey, so I can claim it. There you go. There you go. Technically, you only need like about 6 weeks to claim that you're a Jersey native. But the thing is, nobody ever wants to nobody ever wants to claim it. She said, sorry, I had to change back. Change back to what? Oh, your avatar. You're so funny. Yep. She did the whole Jersey thing. You're so funny, Rabbit. I love you. Authenticity. What Gary and Winning were talking about last night was language. Right? They're talking about how you talk to one another, how, a racially segregated or divided group, two groups would talk to one another. The things that happen, the things that you say that you're afraid to say because you're afraid how it's going to come across. You're unsure if it's offensive because you don't know. Like, and that's the thing. Offense is subjective. Like, what doesn't offend me might offend 20 other people next to me. And I'm just like, but why? Like, I don't see the point. But then I get all butthurt over something that they're like, oh, you're taking it too hard. It was a joke, blah, blah, blah. I finished my coffee. Onto the caffeine water. Here we go. Because I'm dragging ass. I'm dragging ass so much. I'm like, my ass should look like gravel. No, it should look like I got dragged across gravel. There you go. I knew I was going somewhere with that. But yeah, no, there's this weird sound, guys, and it's freaking me out. And I've been hearing it for the last 2 hours since I woke up. And I had a little problem with hallucinating before I went to the hospital. So I wanted to be sure. I was like, because the hallucinations only used to last like a couple minutes. And this has been going for 2 hours. So not a hallucination. The sound is real. I just don't know what the hell it is. It's coming from outside. I can't see anything that would be making that sound. There's no like construction or anything. And it's this weird high pitch, like, and it's constant. Like it's every like 5 to 10 minutes. and it does it like 2 times one time and then 5 times, like, so I have no idea what it is. I don't know if somebody's welding something and they're just making noise, but it's loud, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Rabbit, Shelly get some good suspenders. I have suspenders. I got suspenders um for the Harry Potter costume for Halloween because I was a schoolgirl, so I had the pigtails and I had the glasses because I had to do the nerdy look. And I had the cardigan and the button down white shirt and I had the pleated skirt and the knee highs and whatever. Um, but I also had suspenders because the friggin' skirt kept like twisting. And with the suspenders, I could like clip it in place. I didn't have any safety pins, but I had suspenders. So the suspenders would keep it like on the waistband, basically pinned to the shirt. And it didn't, the dress wouldn't go around anymore because it was going up and up and up as it went around, around, and around. And I was just like, what the fuck? And I love when guys wear suspenders. Not when they wear them, when they have them like on their pants attached and they take them off their shoulders and let them just like hang there. So sexy. With like the white wife beater and yeah. Oh my goodness. It's like every like mafia princess's dream. It's weird. I know, but I always like that look. They can pull a lot of things back uphill. Oh my goodness. Wait. What was that Roseanne said the other day? Or I'm saying the other day, I think it was like 2, 3 weeks ago. When somebody said, how do you know you're a woman? Like define a woman. And she was like, a woman is me. And she was like, a woman has like, her boobs down to her stomach and she gives birth to the most ungrateful cretins who never had to work a day in their life. She's hysterical. But she said the truth. I mean, where was the lie? Where was the lie? So yeah, someday I'm looking forward to being able to roll them up and put them in a bra and like the flatter the better. I don't even care. Like I got so much use out of my boobs. It's like I look at them like you could do whatever you want, girls. Like whatever you want. We've been together forever. I've put you through a lot. So, if you want to relax, go ahead. Nobody's ever going to see you again. I'm going to die alone. What the hell do I care? I should just let everything go. Keep the gray in my hair and just never wear makeup again. I'll attach weights to my boobs so that they sag faster. I don't know. And just go right to hell. Just let it all go to hell and just become like this weird woman in the woods. I could totally be the wood witch. Ooh, I do have a way with wood. But yeah, no, I could be like the forest witch. Like, don't send your kids there. That would be great. Oh my God, I would embrace that. I want to be the crazy lady in like the back of the forest. I'm just sitting outside with a shotgun on my lap, like, fuck with me. Go ahead. Like, I just want to shoot at shit. That's all. Rabbit said, I'm there now. Need everything lifted. The only thing I need lifted that I care about is my spirits. Everything else could go straight to hell. I don't care. I was beautiful at one point. I was young and pretty and everything had elasticity and collagen and tightness. And I don't give a crap anymore. I really don't. Not for nothing, but anybody who's lucky enough to get access to my boobs better worship them like the wonderful fun bags that they are. Like I will not settle for less. That's why I'm going to wind up alone because I don't know what's wrong with all you people, but you made me have standards. What is wrong with you? Don't you know when you have no standards, you're never alone? And that was pretty much the way I dated. Like, I have no standards because I don't care. It's not like they're permanent. Everybody's transient. Everybody's temporary. Not you guys, though. You stuck with me. Where's my Daisy girl? Is she sleeping? I think she might be because I think she was up late with Nick. like listening to Nick. Daisy Girl was one of the very first, if not the first, person to ever um, reach out to me on YouTube when I did a show or did a video. And that was followed by Cake, Cool Frog, um, and then everybody else kind of showed up. And I love that you guys are still here. I love all the new faces. I love the semi new faces. And I love all my OGs. It's been a year, guys. A whole year, and it's flown. We've been through so many scandals, so much internet drama. God, we've had, people get super, super sick. We've had people make huge recoveries. Look at Mr. Malloy getting his leg, it's been like everything. I did my little stint where I was like, oh, I'm going to die. Cross your fingers that it don't. And, it worked. But it's so strange that like we've been through so much just with us. Just with us. That's not even including the surrounding world. And I'm proud of all of us for still being here. This is not an easy world to live in. It's not. There's so much anger out there now and so much fakeness. And people are like, oh, you say narcissist, like that's the new buzzword. No, it's a new thing for them because they never had much information about it. Narcissism has only really been looked into for the last 30 years, with the majority of that action happening in the last 5 to 10, because it's gotten so bad, because there are these people out there who are like, I'm just going to pick on somebody who's vulnerable or somebody who's hurt. I'm going to pick on somebody that I can manipulate. And the stronger, the better, because that means I'm extra good at it. If I can defeat them, if I can get them to do whatever the hell I want. And that's a horrible thing to think. It's a horrible thing to do. And I see it so much. So much. It's terrifying how they're just throwing the masks away because they don't care. They're like, all right, call me a narcissist. I don't care. I'll just say that you're just trendy and nobody will listen to you. Oh, okay. You know why things become trends usually? Not popularity, because they work and people, flock to things that might make their life easier, might make them more attractive, might. And they'll do anything for it. Rabbit said, just call me Glue. Why am I calling you Glue? Is that because of the old horse that you put the old horse to the glue factory? That's what they used to tell me when I was little. They were like, oh, if the horse breaks his leg, we got to shoot it and send it to the glue factory. Oh, if the horse is old, we got to do this and send it to the glue factory. I hated glue. Hated it. It seemed so wrong to me. And yet I had to use it. And I never did find out if there was actual horse in glue. I mean, I know I say that there is, but that's shit that I've been told by my family. Hey, if I stand on my head, everything would smother me. Suzanne, I don't say that. I say if I go jogging, I'm going to blacken both my eyes. I'll just knock myself the fuck out. Banging, boom, boom. Shit, Div, she's the one that was like, you sound like you have big boobs. I sound like it? She said, it sounds like you crane your head back to look down at them. That means you have to crane to look down at your boobs to see all of it. Your boobs are big. I was not aware of that rule or that, notation, but apparently it's true. Why did Miley Cyrus just make me cry? Why you listen to Miley Cyrus? No, don't do. Oh, her new song is sweet. Her songs always make me cry. That one with her dad, Please Don't Go. Why don't you just rip my heart out? It would be easier and a lot less messy. Ugh. It's her new song. Yamaha biker. I can't go jogging. The black eyes take too long to go away. That's right. See. I stick once put in play. I lost my earbud. That's hilarious. Well, you're stuck with us. You fuck with us, you're stuck with us. In your MERS, I've been exercising and my boobies are so sore. What kind of exercises are you doing? And do they involve another person and a lot of bumping, grinding, and sweating? Because then I don't feel bad for you. Actually, fuck it. I don't feel bad for you. Like, I feel bad that you're exercising because why would you do that? Don't do that to yourself. No, I'm kidding. But I love when other people exercise. I encourage it. In fact, let me be there. I'll do it vicariously. I'll just burn calories through you. We could do that, right? I have been inundated with other videos. And most of these videos have been about food quality in the United States versus literally the rest of the world. Third world countries eat healthier than we do. Does that not bother people? Our groceries are twice the amount that they were, so we're buying half as much for twice as much. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy that I spent $300 and only got like 10 small bags of groceries and no meat. No meat. Okay. Meat used to be the thing that I splurged on because we're carnivores in this house. Like if it's mooing and bleeding, we're like, yes, give me a knife. Like we're ready to have dinner. But the meat, number one, is very subpar. Uh, I've had meat go brown in like 2 days. And I'm like, wait a minute, it's not even to its sell by date. And you know, it's happened to other people. I know they go to eat a steak and they're like, I think the steak is bad. I'm like, well, smell it. It smells a little off. All right. What color is it? Like it's still red, pink. All right. What does it feel like? Is it slimy? Yeah. Throw that shit out. Like throw that shit out. Otherwise you wash it. That's you guys laugh when I say I wash the meat. Like I'll take a whole chicken and wash like the outside of it. I don't use soap or anything. It's just water. I'm gonna put it in water anyway. But everybody that like all the germs and whatever, I want to get as much off as I can. Plus, sometimes they're still a little frozen, and I could just run the water through the middle, and it defrosts it, which is nice. When we were younger, my brother told me gelatin had horse hooves in it. Yep, they told me that too. They were like, "Oh, those are horse toenails." They shave them down. I didn't eat Jello or any candy that had gelatin in it for years. Yeah, no, it's I feel you. I do. I feel you. And yeah, haha. No, it's a ski jug machine, so they go flop, 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 flopping. Even in the bra. My best friend Christine used to wear 2 to 3 heavy duty sports bras every time she went to practice because she didn't one day. And me and her now wife, Donna, we're sitting in the bleachers and we're watching because, of course, my best friend, I had to go to every game. And I'm watching and I was like, oh, holy shit, she's running to the base. Like she was running to tag somebody out. And all you saw was boom, boom, boom. Like they were just like penduluming. I was like, girl, if she don't put on more than one bra, they're gonna be down at her fucking knees. Like, give me a break. But no, hers are still big and high. Well, maybe not high, but they're definitely nice looking. Through a shirt. This is all I've seen, but I've looked. Poor Yamaha biker is going to be sore from laughing. Good. Sore from laughing. That's my favorite kind of soreness. Now wait. We all know that's a lie. That is not my favorite kind of soreness, but it's second favorite. And you said I do that with bone in meat mostly because little bone shards, especially on pork chops. Oh yeah, because they'll slip right in there and you don't even see them. They usually look like my seasoning if I put like the Italian herb seasoning, like with everything, because some of those pieces they're quite large, for spice. It'll just cover everything. I always brine poultry, which helps with the bacterial removal and keep it moist. Oh, I did not know that. No, actually, I think you taught me that before. I just forgot. I'll try to remember, Rabbit. I'm sorry. Yamaha biker, always wash your meat. Listen, if you ever want me to swallow your meat, it's got to be washed. I have to know where it came from and where it's been. So, word to the wise. Again, remember I said Queens of Comedy, Monique made me laugh. And I mean, there was so many things. Now, these people, their comedy shows how they think. That's the one thing I love about comedians. They're telling you who they are through their jokes. They are telling you, I'm fucked up. I have a really dark sense of humor because I have unhealed trauma. I have untreated trauma. Or they're just like, yeah, I'm cracking everybody because I'm an asshole. Kathy Griffin, she was funny for like a half a minute and then she just got mean because you can't maintain the illusion. You can't hold that mask up forever. At some point, the world is going to see you for who you are. The world will see the things that you say to other people. It will see the way maybe go after them, put them down, bully them, like get your friends to harass them. You know, it'll see you constantly following somebody from place to place to place to make them uncomfortable. It'll show other people that, hey, the root of the problem was supposed to be this, but that actually never happened. So what's the problem now? And you start to see people for who they are and you move away. And if anybody's watching, they start to see really like close people to this person pull away and disappear. That should tell you something. Those are huge red flags. And we're willfully blind to them when we like somebody. Maybe some people like those type of people because they're just as, like mean personish. I want to say mean girlish, but I don't want to make it like a sex thing, like a gender thing, because everybody has the ability to be that way. It's just you have to choose. Being nasty about somebody, that's a choice. That's a choice you choose to make. It's not like you were just in the middle of a conversation and something just slipped out in the natural course of things. No, like people like that, they're determined and they're focused on their target. And make no mistake, it's a target. Anya said, don't forget to pull back the skin if you're not snipped. Yes, if you are uncircumcised, please, please be extra cleansing because a huele bicho is nothing to be happy about. No. I knew a guy whose family used to call him that. He was uncut and he didn't, I guess his father or mother or whoever the hell was around didn't tell him you got to pull it back and like wash. So he didn't. And apparently the smell was that, bad enough that somebody in his family was like, oh my God, what does that smell? And they kind of like nose traced it back to him. And he was young, but still, it was not a good look. And he grew up with the nickname Huele Bicho, Smelly Dick. And it was like, I did not know what those words meant when I met this guy. And everybody used to call him that. And so I started calling him that. And the first time I said it, he gave me such a look. And I was like, what? Isn't that how you say it? He was like, oh, you said it perfectly. I was like, okay. What's the matter with you? Nothing. Because he didn't want to tell me what it meant. He didn't want to tell me what it meant. And I was like, but wait a minute. Is it? And he was like, no, that was when it was little. Prove it. I dare you. Yeah, he totally did. He totally did. Here's a word of advice. Unless you want to see a man's dick, don't challenge him person to person and put like disparage it, because he will whip that fucker out and be like, here, take a closer look. It's like, it will. I was kind of surprised he didn't stand on the table, whip out his dick, and hit me in the forehead with it to be like, there, smell it? Like, no. But yeah, no, I pissed him off so much. Where they beat y'all. I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know what it meant. And I still call him that to this day. Uh, and you said, I prefer my yeast in my bread. Blech. Thank you so much for that. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Y'all know I think in visuals, in pictures, and that is not a pleasant picture. Thank you so much, Inya, for being you. And this is what I mean. I say things that are outrageous, and y'all still, come around and you listen and, you laugh with me. It's part of my personality. Inya says shit about like dick cheese and whatever. It's like, okay. And that's who she is. And I love that about her. I don't want her to ever change. I don't want any of you to change. Yamaha biker, you might need to change. God. He said, a rabbit likes it salted. Ew. Ew. Uh, mm. 'Cause, ew. Girls, you've all been around a guy that's like, you're like, dude, you need to shower. Like, hygiene is a thing. This is not the 1800s. We have running water now, and you can make it warm. Look at that. And soap. And there's nobody here, so you can drop it all you want. You can help Suzanne. Yes, the Gifts and Go links are up. And yes, same. So when you said smelly dick, I thought the Fremunda yeast. Oh my God, the Fremunda from down under. Oh no. No, 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 no. And when anybody that talks about like dick cheese, all I think about is Toy Box Brain. Because that one day that he was in chat and I was like, please stop, please. Oh, good God. Like I literally had to mute myself during the show because I was like, like he was so descriptive and I was so visual that I was like, it was like I could smell it. I was like, oh no. Please don't let me throw up. Because listen, that's my favorite toy in the world. I would not give it up. If I had no hands, I would learn to use any other part of me, my feet included. I don't give a fuck. But no, that's my favorite toy. So I'm like, he's ruining it. I was so upset. Just so upset. Oh, God. Rabbit said, my husband enjoyed showers. Oh, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. Talking trash, that's what she said. Oh, good God. Yama said and you stole his from London joke. Oh, good God. You guys, I love you. You just make me so happy. Even if nothing else goes right today, I hope you can like turn around and be like, you know what? We made one of the bitchiest women on the planet who just loves to, feel her misery happy. Holy crap. Like, it's not easy to make me happy now. Like, I mean, it's not true. It's very, very easy to make me happy, and nobody does it. Nobody tries. And that's, I think, what hurts me the most, because all you gotta do is just be considerate to me, and I'm happy. You don't have to compliment me. You don't have to hold my hand. You don't have to walk me through life. All you gotta do is just, be appreciative if I do something. Think of me for nothing at all and smile and then tell me about it. I'll be like, you know what? I was in a really shitty mood, and I don't know. Your voice popped into my head, and there's something you said in chat. It made me laugh all over again. I love that shit. That makes me happy. Y'all make me happy. Rabbit. Oh my goodness. The hidden depths of this woman. And I know my voice is going up and down. I got to do something with this microwave. God, microphone. It's a microphone. It would be more useful if it was a microwave because I think I have like I went through this with the setup and I talked like I had Moose there. And I was like, which one do you like better? Like, do you like this one? Do you like this one? Do you like this one? Do you like because it had all these modes. And he picked the fourth one. And that's the dual speakers for like the dual receivers for the microphone. But I think I want to try it with like a one-sided. I don't want to do it while I'm streaming. And he said, "Oh man, I gotta work." Not true. You don't gotta, but you should. Gotta get that lettuce, girl. Pay those bills. We're all broke. Like I love when we're all like, I'm broke. I'm broke. We're not broke. We paid our bills. You took care of everything you need to take care of. If there's only a little money left, then you should be proud of yourself. You paid all your shit. You may not have paid it off because let's not be too ambitious, but you did pay it. It's Friday. Let me alone. Can't you drink on the job? Drink on the job. Fuck it. Rabbit hasn't posted this in a while, but this channel is not meant to give advice, professional or otherwise, and solely reflects the opinions and assholeness of the host, which is me. Nothing I say should be taken seriously in a medical, financial, physical, emotional, psychological, spiritual, vegetable, animal, or mineral way. So, whatever I say, just write it off because it's just my asshole opinion. That was for YouTube. All of you listen because I know my shit. Okay. Yamaha biker. Well, you could fall asleep tonight with me whispering in your ear. Ooh. And all your nightmares will seem like a walk in the park. A lot of my nightmares are a walk in the park. It's so funny that you said it like that. Oh my God. We have this park in Hoboken. It was a block from my mom's house, and it's called Fort Street Park. And it's literally it takes up an entire two of our city blocks. It's huge and huge for us because we're in a small city. And it's got like the kiddie swing sets, and it's got like the really pre-K sets, and it's got the infant and toddler section. It's got huge dog park. It's got like a chess area, basketball courts. It's got like the grounds utility house in the middle where it has the bathrooms and everything. And it's got a gazebo in the middle where, people go up there, they perform, they do, music every Wednesday and whatever. In the nice months. And we used to hang out there as teenagers. 10 o'clock would hit and we'd go sit up, on the stairs going up to the gazebo. And there'd be like 12 to 15 of us. We were like a gang of kids and we were so quiet. We were so quiet because we would be talking, but we'd be talking. And even when we left, we were like, because you didn't want the cops to come and throw you out. So if they saw you, but they couldn't hear you, they weren't getting out of their cars. And it was a county park. They couldn't just drive onto it. It wasn't their jurisdiction. And the county cops were home for the night. They didn't give a fuck. But they were just like, no, it's like whatever. Because we have different things own different parks in Hoboken. Like some are just county, some are the city, some are private for like the residences, and some residence places, like some apartment buildings say, no, anybody can use it. It's fine. Come on in. That's rare because they tend to be really selfish. But thank you, Rabbit. As per Rabbit, here is my disclaimer for the entire stream, for my entire existence. This channel does not give legal, medical, political, or financial advice. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. She said sex education is real. That's true. That's true. They're not exactly teaching them the shit they taught me. Rabbit said we didn't have toys, had to create our own fun. Listen, every toy I had, my cousin Mikey, who was probably also my brother, broke. Okay, he just broke them all just because he was an ass. And he loves to tell me, like, I'll talk to him now, and he's like, "You used to have such and such doll, right? Mm-hmm. Whatever happened to it? You ripped its head off and flushed it down the toilet? Like, do you not remember the flood in the bathroom?" Like, he was, oh, I forgot. Well, what did you break of mine? Nothing. You were way bigger than me. Like, I didn't break shit. And I love that. I was so tiny and he was so big. And we were only like, all right, we were 10 months apart. I'm just saying. And we look very much alike. Like we look very much alike. He has my father's nose, which thank God I don't. But other than that, we have the same lips, same skin, same eyes, same hair, and it's just we sound the same. Like we really sound the same. It's weird. Um, and his name is Mikey. Ain't that a bitch? His mother named him Michael after her husband. Now that's some devious shit. You have your first boy and you name him Michael after your husband, but yet you're fucking your husband's brother who happened to be my father? Okay. Like, okay. So yeah, he might be my brother, he might be my cousin. Either way, he's not ready to find out. I'm willing to find out whenever. Shit, I don't care. If I found out that I had a blood, like brother, it would be great. I would love it. I would. Oh my god, I would cry. I would, because I love Mikey, even though he was such a shit to me when he was little. He's the one. Okay, so Mikey's the one that I bit because he was like hitting my head against the wall, and I was like 2, and I just jumped my. He says that I like jumped at him. My mother was like, "You just turned around and bit him on his chest." And he jumped up and you were just hanging by your teeth. She said, and I freaked out because he was bleeding and everything. She was like, and I said, the only thing I could think of, and I bit you. I was like, why'd you bite me? Well, you never bit anybody again. Bullshit. You just didn't catch me. Yamaha, my aunt's Barbies were often found with sudden hair loss or mohawks. Most bizarre thing ever. I know that must have been, maybe it was a disease. Because it's funny, my other cousins who are like more distant came over to my house and we were all playing and everybody was happy. And 2 of my vintage Barbies went missing. And because I had like Barbies from like the early 60s and from the late 50s, I believe I had one. And it was like one of the first Barbies. And she didn't have like her original clothes, but she still was in perfect condition. I mean, her hair was on point, everything. And yeah, they stole it. They just took it home with them. I wasn't going to argue that I'm not that person. But yeah, no, my other cousin Kenneth cut off the hair of like 5 of my Barbies. And I was like, what the fuck? And he switched the heads and the bodies. So he like took all these Barbie heads and he'd put them on like the dime store Barbies so that they didn't fit quite right. Or he'd put them on Ken so that when you push the head all the way down onto the neck, her face got really, really fat. And then if you slowly pulled her up, she was losing weight. He used to do that all the time. But oh, Slap. Hi, honey. Good morning. Morning. Even though, God damn it, I'm going to put up a sign. Grand risings to you. I wish I had more risings around here. That would really make me happy. Oh my goodness. you knock on the door with your rising, I'm going to be grinning for hours, days, even if you're good. One way or another, I just like playing doctor. You like playing Dr. Moreau? Jesus Christ. That's actually what I think Mikey and Kenneth and all of them used to do. They were just like, let's just take them apart and see what they look like if we just randomly put them back together. Like, make a pile of arms and a pile of legs, and here's all the heads. Where are the torsos? Okay, everybody grab one. And I mean, I had like these Loch Ness monster looking things, and it was just like, oh, when they leave, I'll fix them. But oh, it was. Ugh. But yeah, no, I have Mikey and I, oh God, he lived next door. So it's not like it wasn't really convenient for my father to just roll over there or for her to come over to our house because I wasn't born yet. She had a baby girl. So you just put the baby girl on the side and go make another one. And I mean, we know that she's my Uncle Michael's because she is his spitting image. Mikey, nope. Mikey looks just like my father. And my nana, my grandmother, my father's mother, always favored Mikey over anybody. And it wasn't because he was his son's son, or he was his son. He was her son's son. It wasn't because he was Michael's son. It was because, she knew or suspected. Most likely he told her everything. And my father was the apple of her eye. He could do no wrong. He could, oh no, not my Dan. No, not my Danny. And my father's name was Donato. Because in Italian, that's what you name them. And he was Donato Nicholas. And it was just, I hated his name. So when I see the name Donato, I'm like, ugh, I won't even say it usually. I just skip right over it. I would never date somebody named Dan. I would never marry somebody named Dan. I would never trust somebody named Dan. Unless I got to know them and then found out their name is Dan. But yeah, I know it's just a name, but there's just so much that goes with it. Be nice if I had a Dan come into my life to heal those wounds. Like replace all the negative. I'm so tired of dealing with pain. I know it's a process. But every time I tackle one trauma and try to work through it, somebody comes along and just throws new trauma at me. And it's like, I don't think I have the strength some days. I really don't. It's hard. The psychological stuff is so difficult to deal with. It's so much. Oh, God. When you take the legs, arms, and head off of Barbie and throw the torso through the air, it whistled. Oh, slap. If you blow in the Barbie torso, will it whistle? Because I would love to replace that damn weenie whistle for Mr. Malloy. Could you imagine him blowing into a Barbie to make it whistle? That would be hilarious. We could even paint it. They wouldn't even know it's a Barbie. So it's not like the bajushk would be out or anything. Learned to butcher from my grandfather on his farm. Rabbit. Nice. Nice. Yeah, my grandmother taught me how to chop the head off a chicken. How to pluck it. It was the weirdest thing the first time that happened because I didn't know that chickens walked around without a head for a while. Like, this sucker was walking around for like a minute and a half. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Come on, Shelley. Without the bitter in life, you won't appreciate the sweet. I thought I was the sweet. That's what it's supposed to be. Like, he's bitter, I'm sweet. Now we just need salty and savory. Unless he's salty and I'm sweet. Well, I know I'm sweet. My ex-husband made sure that was the one compliment he told me. He was just like, mm-mm. He was like, He was like, you're like maple syrup. What? He was like, yep, you really are. I was like, well, you better up your pineapple intake because you're not. Ran out of money, so I ran out of money, so I taught doctors. Wanted to be a doctor when I grew up. It's funny because you sound like my grandmother, the one that was my hero, and I think that's partially why I just instantly just trusted you and just I was just like, I'm good. Rabbits got me. Like I felt completely safe with you. And the more you tell me about yourself, the more I'm like, oh my God, it sounds just like grandma. You know, my grandmother wanted to be a doctor. She was really good at it. Like she was always good at stitching us up and figuring out what was wrong. She had like this wealth of knowledge because she never stopped learning about it. She just didn't go to school for it. And it's what she loved. She loved medicine. She loved, like taking care of people. She was good at it. But, she was 18 and she wanted to go to college to become a doctor. And she was the oldest. My great grandmother said, look, I'm going to be honest with you. We can't afford to send you to school like that. You need to either get a job or get married. And my grandfather lived across the street. He liked my Aunt Marie. He thought she was pretty. He came over to, flirt with her to court her, and she laughed in his face. And he looked at my grandmother and he was like, well, how about you? Even though she was taller than he was by like quite a bit at the time. Um, she wasn't really taller. She just looked taller because she was so skinny and like long. She was only like 5'1", 5'2" at best. Always shorter than me. Once I hit 13, she was like, yeah, now I'm shorter than you. I'm like, and that's never going to change. But he was like, he came over to court my Aunt Marie. She says no. He sees my grandmother and goes, oh, you're really nice. I'm Anthony. People call me Hank. She's like, I'm Catherine. People call me Catherine. So of course, what did he? And this, she loved telling me this story. She was like, people call me Catherine, and she said, you know what the son of a bitch did? He said, hi, Katie, how you doing? And after that, everybody called her Katie. She hated it with the passion. Until my Uncle Tom was old enough to buy his first boat for down the shore because they all live down the shore. And what did he name his first boat? Katie. What did he name his second boat? Katie 2. He was up to like Katie 8, where he was just like, fuck it, I'm just putting Katie because everybody knows about you, Ma. I mean, he used to buy every couple of years, he would buy a bigger boat, bigger boat, bigger boat. And he got up to like this like 65-foot boat. Oh, and we were like, what are you naming this one? Ha ha ha. He was like, the only name that any boat should ever have that I own. The Katie. And it was hilarious because my daughter was about a year old. And he was like, oh, now I have 2 Katies. And it was like, yeah, now you do. Um, my grandmother had leg issues the way I do, but we didn't know she had leg issues until I developed this. And I was like, okay, grandma had it, but not as bad as I do. Like hers was nothing compared to this. But she had a lot of leg pain. She had blood clots in her legs. So I mean, I came by all this honestly, but it wouldn't have occurred if I wasn't sick from the jammy, the jam, like the coof jam, the coof jibby jam. But yeah, no, I wouldn't have these problems if it wasn't for that. I might have them later, like she did in like her 70s. My mother still walks around like it's nothing. But so what was my point? Oh, so she used to have a hard time, like bending and with equilibrium and stuff like that. She had vertigo. So if she looked up, if she tilted her head up, or if she was on the floor, that was it. She wasn't going anywhere. Like on the floor, she would just, I'm gonna call you grandfather, call you grandfather. And I'd run outside, go get my grandfather. Grandma's on the floor. I'm too little. I can't get her up. Once I hit 7, I figured out how to get her ass up off the floor. I figured out how to like hold her hand, use my feet. all. But the worst thing you could do is just like try to like pull somebody with just your arm. You have to put your foot like in front of their feet so they don't slide. And it makes all the difference. You're just like 1, 2, 3, lean in, up we go. And I would do all that for her. I forgot my point. Oh, but she would get these like, like dizzy spells, whatever. And my grandmother always wore a dress. I've never in my life seen my grandmother in slacks because that's what she called them. We call them pants. She called them slacks. I've never seen her in pants at all. At all, at all. Always in a dress. It was a dress, a skirt, a gown, a house dress. It didn't matter. It was always, a gown was like a skirt of some sort. She went down the shore with my grandfather and with their friends. It was Vera and Tom. And they went to my uncle's house. And my uncle was away for the weekend on vacation in Florida with his girlfriend. And my grandmother and grandfather were told, take the boat out. He didn't have this huge boat at the time, but he had like a boat with a cabin in it and, like everything. So it was a big boat. And it was tied very well to his dock in the lagoon behind his house. Okay. Vera, well, Tom gets on. My grandfather gets on first, then Tom gets on. He helps Vera get on. Now, my grandfather started the boat and he tells Tom, come over here and watch everything, while I help Kate in the boat. Now, my grandfather was short. My grandmother and grandfather are short. They were short, chubby, like just not in the best of health, but always going to do stuff like fun stuff when they could. And my grandfather's like, all right, Kate, come on, get in. So he took her hand. She held onto the post from the deck and put a foot on the boat so that she could take her second foot off the deck and get it, like swing it into the boat. And my grandfather thought, okay, she's got this. So he let go of her hand and she panicked and the boat started to move away because Tom undid the lines without telling my grandfather. So my grandfather's thinking, okay, well, we're moored here. We're fine. So, the boat's not going to go anywhere. She can get in by herself. Not knowing. No, he unfastened the rope from the back. So it's go and all you hear is my grandmother. And I can't tell you how funny my grandfather told this story. I almost peed on myself. I laughed so hard because she had her left foot still on the dock. And she put her right foot forward to like steady herself because she had her left hand, like her left arm around the beam, the post in the deck, because it's a high post that you could hold on to. And she was supposed to just pull her left foot forward because that was her weaker leg. And she would have been good. She would have been in the boat because that was a step. It wasn't just like climbing in. There was an actual like lowered step on the boat so that you could get in. And her right leg is on it and the boat starts just drifting away, drifting away. Help me, come help me. Oh my God, help me. I'm going to fall. My grandmother was like 75. And I'm just like, she's telling me the story. He's telling me the story. And I'm hysterical because I'm picturing her. And he's the way he's from. He goes, nice. The one leg, she nice. She just went out, went out, went out, went out. He said, and we all ran over. And that was what did it. He said, we all ran over to help her. And the boat shifted from the weight shift to one side. And it tilted just enough for her foot to slip and splash. She was in the water. Oh my God. I was like, because my grandmother didn't do lagoon water. It was, nope. Nope. She didn't like the ocean. She didn't like the lagoon. She didn't like ponds, lakes, none of that. Give her a pool or a shower and she was happy. She did not like natural water at all. And he said she was clinging to that thing. And I kept saying, just, throw yourself back onto the deck. Nope. As soon as that boat tilted, her foot slipped off and she face planted too, which is the beautiful part because he was like he told me like when it was just me and him because he didn't want to hurt her feelings. He said you should have seen her ass up, face down in the water. He said I reached out to get her. He said she put one hand on the boat. The next thing my ears were ringing. She gave me such a shot. He was like, she got me right. And these are the people that that I take after. Let's see. Wait. Well, let's go back and check because I told my story. It was hilarious. Uh Lifelong learning keeps your brain functioning. Absolutely, Rabbit. Absolutely. I love it. Slap said good for him. 65 foot is a darn ship. Yeah, I know. It's freaking huge. Let me tell you something. And when he got it, he insisted we all go there because he knows that we all love to drive the boats. And he was like, y'all gonna practice parking. It was like, because this fucker is hard to park. The last one he had before this one, I could park it, but it was tight because he's at the very end of his lagoon. So once you get to his house, there's nowhere to go. So you have like this very narrow area where you have to completely like 180 your entire boat and have it drift in the right direction so that you can get to the dock and like, like tie it up. And a lot of like the lagoons, they have no wake zones. They don't like when you run the motor and you're not really going anywhere. So usually when you get to like the spot, you just turn off the boat and you glide into where you want to be. And we did that. My lasso game is strong because that's what we did. We would lasso the rope and we chuck it over to the deck, get it on the post, and then pull because he had like the little crank pulley, whatever. That's how I used to get my little boat in and out because we had the crank pulley up on the land in his backyard, and I would pull the rope and attach it to the front of the little boat and just crank, 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 and it would pull it up. And there were this weird wheelie kind of thing that it would just roll up, easy peasy, and then I would just cover it with a tarp, secure that. But I mean, I always took care of everything. I washed the boat out and all that. I miss having my own little boat. I went from a dinghy to a good size rowboat to a really big metal rowboat that was really great for crabbing. To my first I don't want to say my first motorboat, but that's what it was. And it was a nice like I don't know 13 foot I think it was, and that was the last boat that I had. And he was so mad at me when I got pregnant that he sold it. That upset me because I had that for like 10 years. Um, and my grandfather was gone, so it was like that was the last thing I went crabbing with him in, and it was just like okay, like why'd you get rid of it? Like that's all I had of me and grandpa. Those are the only good memories I have with him. Anyway, 65 foot is a darn ship. Yeah. Well, my uncle loves to go fishing. He loves to go boating. He just loves the water, which is odd because me, him, and my grandmother love the water. She doesn't like swimming in it, but she loves to look at it. Well, she loved to look at it and go out on the boat. Um, we're all Aries and we're all born within 7 days of each other. Different years, but 7 days on the calendar. And we were the three people who just could not get along. When my uncle found out that the guy in our concierge made me cry because he was so nasty to me. I did. Yes, I do. When he found out he was so nasty to me, he was telling my mother, he's like, "What's the guy's name? Where's he at? Where's he at?" He was ready to go. He was gonna go beat the hell out of him. I was like, "Can somebody tell him he's like 75 and don't need to be beating people up on my behalf anymore? I can beat them up myself just fine." But yeah, no, he got all protective. I was like, oh, that's nice. Usually it's you I need protection from. Like, all right. Oh my God. Can't imagine going through labor during a hurricane. Rabbit was born during a hurricane, so that became her name. Really? That's so funny. You were born during a hurricane. I was born during a blizzard. That's so funny. Slap. I bet that's quite the story. Da, da, da. You were a motorboating motherfucker, Shelly. Oh, yo, it is. I bet you got a mean lasso tie. Oh, you mean for actual work? Never mind. I didn't say just for work. Don't limit me. I will not be pigeonholed. Don't be a cuck. And Rabbit is very impressive today. She said, yeah, Shelly likes motorboating. I do. I like to give and receive. I'm special like that. I got a good heart. Listen, this is all about the authenticity. It went a different way, so I'm going to change the title to authenticity, and I'm monetized, bitches. But I just, I don't want to talk about anything like depressing because I'm in just such a good mood. And the first person that comes along and ruins it, I'm going to punch them in their nutsack. Because it's going to be a dude. I mean, 90% of my time is spent with men. That's just how it is. They get me. It's like, oh, they get me. They really get me. That's my Sally Field, moment. The guys around me are just like, yeah, I get her. She's fine. I make them uncomfortable sometimes, but you know what? Live on the edge. You're not living until you feel like you're going to die of embarrassment. We're getting to that point where it's like I have to decide: am I going to continue or am I going to go to bed? I'm going to continue a little bit longer because I just want to be happy, and I was happy before, but I didn't let it out until I came here and you guys were here. So it's like I I'm all like, but not because that's not me. Slab said, you laid out the challenge. Good luck. Who's the ticket taker for ruining your mood, Shelly? Oh, I mean, I know I'm around men most of the time, but I guarantee it's going to be my mother. My mother is capable of fucking up a wet dream. Like, I can't. We are authentic and have value. Comedy is the thing. We made Shelly laugh. You did. It's, you guys made me so happy. Oh, Amber, she said, I'm so happy that you're happy. I know I don't get to ride that high everyone, like too often. But I really love them when they come along and it's hard to let go. I mean, I know I got to move on with my day and everything else, but I'm going to absorb it a little bit longer and be happy. Maybe I can spread that happiness as I go through my day. I'd like to do that. I I joke and everything about what a bitch I am, and I can be. Like, oh, good God, I can make it where the devil's like, nah, she got it today. I'm going on vacation because I can't fuck with her. I mean, I get that bad. I can destroy people and giggle the whole time. I will enjoy it, which is why I don't do it because I don't want to be that person. But my happy times are not as frequent as I guess I would like them to be. Not that they used to be, because I was never a particularly like lucky person, but I've always been cheerful. I mean, that's why they called me Bubbles in high school because I was just very like, oh, like, hi guys, and I was always smiling. And the one jock was like, "Why are you so goddamn bubbly?" And fucking Gary heard it, and not Gary Lamb, this guy Gary Kuzo in our class, and he was like, "Oh, that's it. That's your nickname, Shell. Your Bubbles." I was like, "No, I'm not." I was like, "Do not fucking call me that." And he was like, "No, you're Bubbles." And then for 2 years, I was Bubbles. And everybody was like, "Why do they call you Bubbles? Because your butt?" I was like, "No, but you got a bubble butt." And Because back then, if you had a bubble butt, everybody was like, "Oh, you got a fat ass." You got because it was like all skinny malinks. And it was just like, okay, not one of you bitches has any kind of meat. The fuck? I was a whopping like 135 pounds. And they were like, "You're fat." And now I look back and I'm like, I want to punch every one of those nasty bitches in the face. There was nothing wrong with how I looked. I was hot. Like, what the fuck? And it took me like years to actually like be like, oh no, asses are a good thing. Asses are an asset. Antics and asses for the win. Absolutely. Absolutely. Amber said, I want to go home and not sew anything and not do anything today, but you make me want to enjoy the day. And you should. God, get out there. Go do something fun. Be wacky. I love when I see adults just letting go for a couple minutes and being silly. Like I'll see them like in the park and they'll just be walking and they're staring at like one of the rides or whatever, like one of those things that goes around that you run. And they're not the same as they were with us. They don't have the bars. Now they have like this weird disc thing that you make it go around and then you jump in the middle and you just round and round and round and round and round. But it only fits like one or two people. And I saw this group of like people going through, and this guy kept looking at it. This big Jagunda fucking guy. And he was huge. And he's just looking. And he's like holding his girlfriend's hand, his wife's hand, whatever the fuck she was. And they're walking. He kept looking and looking and looking. And I was like, does he see something? Like, what's going on? And I saw him look at her and shake his head and like kind of shrug as if to say, I got to do it. And she said no, and he was off and running. He jumped the little fence, got into that playground area. It was nighttime. There were no kids there. And he friggin' just went and he was spinning that thing, spinning it. And he launched himself out. And because he was so big, his body didn't really fit on it. And I don't think he realized that momentum of how it would go around would be different if he suddenly stopped. And when he went around, his feet, because they were overhanging so much, hit the ground while it was spinning. And I watched him just get his whole body like stood up in it. Like he was twisting, he was turning. He just came up like a fucking top and flew to the other side of that fucking enclosure. It was hilarious. And he was like, I'm doing it again. He got up and he did it again, but with better like results. It was just going around. And then his friends were like, lay on it, we'll spin you. And then they were taking turns. And it was wholesome and fun and silly. And it felt so good to watch him because I was like, God, I wish I was in that group right now. I'm so tired of being serious. And yes, with my kids, with my family, I'm very serious. I mean, I joke around, but I mean, everything falls on me. So I got to be serious. I got to, keep my head about me. And I would love to just go be silly and forget I have any responsibilities, forget I have any pressures in life. And I just want to let go. And I just love watching people do that. It tickles me something terrible. Bubbles and bumpers. Good combination. Well, I got, like they love my lady lumps and they like my hump. So there you go. My hump, my hump, my lovely lady lumps. Check it out. Like, I got great lumps. My lady lumps are very nice. I don't like calling them lumps though. That makes me think of cancer. And I just, no, when it comes to my boobs, I don't need to be making that correlation. So I call them fun bags because what could happen? What are they going to do? Bust open and lose their stuffing? No, eventually the material will stretch and they'll just, I'll be able to tie them in a bow and put them over my head and use them as a headband. Uh, they have bars. So, God. What did I say the other day? I was like, oh, no, yeah, they're heavy duty bars. You just hitch your truck to it. Just throw me the chain. I hitch him on. I just walk and I'll pull your truck out of, out of a ditch, the lake, whatever. It was just like, ooh, rabbit, look at you. Passion pillows. The tetas. That's what, like, I can't. Katie's father used to go, oh, he was like, I love tetas. And I was like, the first time he said it, I let it go. I thought it was a food. And I was, because they don't teach you that in Spanish class. You don't know what teta is. I'm lucky I knew what titi was. It was just like titi is aunt, by the way. So, and I only knew that because they were like, oh, titi Shell. It was like, I was like, what are they calling me? Aunt Shell. Oh, all right, that's fine. I mean, I know a hell of a lot more Spanish now than I did at 15, but yeah, no, tetas. Like Miguel was like, I love your tetas. I was like, my what? Like, what are you talking about? What? I thought he was talking about like potatoes or something. And he was like, Mitch, your tetas, like boom, boom, boom. And it was when they grew when I was pregnant with Katie and he woke up. He was like, he was so happy. He was happier than I am now. He was like, they're so big. I was like, shut up. I was like, I can't breathe. I was like, that's the end of me sleeping on my back. His Lord. I mean, I went from an A cup to a double D overnight. Overnight. My nipples went from being like a nickel to a friggin' silver dollar and was like, hey, we could get bigger, bitch. And they sure did when I was feeding, but when I was breastfeeding. But then they went back mostly to normal. So it's like, all right, whatever. I mean, they're normal size now. I see the difference, but that's because I'm neurotic when it comes to that stuff. It's my body. I got to check for differences. But yeah, no, that was the tetas in front and back. Check it out. Check it out. El peto. What is that? What is peto? The what? What is peto? Rabbit. Rabbit likes to come at me with different languages and confuse the shit out of me. Caso y prego. No, what was the thing? It wasn't prego. It was caso y presto. Caso y caso y presto. I think that's what it was. It's too early for this shit. Oh, boobs. Il petto is boobs. No, we never called them that. I told you I don't know the words for that in Italian. My uncle used to call me pisciadil. And I didn't know till I was almost 20 that pisciadil means dick in Italian. There's a code that we always used to use. All right. And the standard retort to this question, because nobody likes being asked, what's for dinner every day? And my grandmother would never answer with the truth. She would say, Gats gugazil e ov. And I said that for years. If somebody would say, what's for dinner? I'd say, Gats gugazil or Gats gugazil e ov or Gats. They'd be like, I don't understand what that is. Well, Gats gugazil e ov is dick on a plate with eggs. That's what she was telling us we were eating every night. And I didn't know that. And I wondered why my grandfather would chuckle. And my mother didn't know it either because she didn't know those words. They didn't talk like that. And my grandfather would, Kate. Kate. What? What they're having. He'd be like, I hope not. But yeah, no, I turned that into a code for when my kids were little. It was a pickup code. So I had said, because I was always worried about my father, coming after Katie, because he threatened to. And he was like, you won't let me see you, but you got that brand new baby girl. And I was, oh no. So I went full mama bear. I went to the school. I was like, she doesn't get released to anybody but me. I don't give a fuck. Like, even if my mother shows up, fuck that bitch. Like, you let the cops handle it. Do not give my kid to anybody. And they're like, we can't do that. I was like, all right, I'll handle this. Like, I'll take care of it with the kid. And I told Katie, I said, if somebody ever comes to pick you up that's not me, and they say, I'm mommy's friend or I'm mommy's aunt or I'm mommy's relative, I want you to ask them what's for dinner. And she was like, why? I said, because if they don't answer with the right thing, you'll know I didn't send them. She was like, "Well, what am I gonna say?" I was like, "You say what's for dinner." And if they say pizza, hot dogs, I would be like, "Oh, I don't know who this is. My mother didn't send them." I said, "But if they say Gats Gugazil of, you know I sent them." She's like, "What if they can't say it?" I said, "Kid, if they say dick on a plate with eggs, I sent them." Oh, okay. I said, "But I will never send anybody to school, but just in case." And then when Connor was school age, I told him the same thing. And the teachers were like, "That's really smart." I was like, "Look, it's what my grandmother always said. So if you say what's for dinner, and there's only one answer to that. There's only one acceptable answer to know that I sent them myself." And my mother was told, so she knew. So it was a thing. Every year they'd say, "Is the rule still in effect?" The rule's still in effect. If it's not Gatsko Gazilla Ov, I don't want to hear your mouth. Okay, this is just weird. This is bizarre. Okay, so I'm in StreamYard, right? And I'm looking at it and I'm reading them. It went from Amber L in the front and back, check it out, to Rabbit Il Petto. And completely that it was just that to that. And I'm sitting here and I read Il Petto, I read boobs, I read it's Italian. I read I'm trying to learn Italian, but only learning necessities. Bagno. Like I'm gonna the bagnarol is what we call it. In Spanish it's baño, but we call it the bagnarol. Here's mopping is a dish rag. Gooping is the ladle, like a scoop, like the ladle scoop. You have um the bañarol, which is the bathroom. And what else? Lagato is the cat. I'm trying to think of what else. And Bafangula Sard Mamada Kite Mort. That means go fuck your mother and your sister. I hope they die and you die too, basically. It's not all the words are in there anymore because we tend to cut shit out and shorten it so that it's more effective delivery. And that's it. It's Bafangula Sard Mamada Kite Mort. And you say that and they know it's not good. They don't know what it means. But they're like, you just cursed me. Yep, sure did. Sure did. Um, so anyway, so Rabbit said you skipped Slap Murphy, but I didn't. It literally just appeared because all of the other things from Amber Up went up and Slap's thing popped into the middle. That's never happened before. So I didn't get his when I was supposed to. It just suddenly popped up. So either somebody didn't hit allow or I don't know. But usually I could see when it's not allowed and I can allow it. When I was 11, I was scarred for life. My stepfather's mom was getting undressed in my room and I walked in. I never knew boobs. Oh God, could look like spaghetti going down past her waist. What were they, shredded? Or did it look like a bowl of spaghetti with all like the lines and weird like dents? Because ew. I've never seen boobs that look like spaghetti. Either those were really weird boobs and you should have been traumatized, or what the fuck kind of spaghetti do you eat? Because that ain't right. That's just not right. I can't imagine. Oh my goodness. Now, the first time that my grandmother got undressed when I was in bed, I was little. I had seen my mother naked. I had seen my aunt Elaine naked, whatever. They very different body shapes. Very different sized boobs. Like my mother had a cup. She never got any bigger. Like she just was an A cup. And my aunt, holy hell, they were huge. One of her boobs was about half the size of my entire body. Like they were gigantic. And it was terrible. I went home, whatever, one day. My grandfather went out to go see his girlfriend, and my grandma's getting undressed. And she forgot that I was laying in the bed and I was awake. So when she turned around, I was like, I saw everything. And it was so different from my mother. And I was just like, oh my God. She got so embarrassed. She was like, you're not supposed to. I didn't know you were going to turn around. Like, I mean, how the hell was I supposed to know? I was little. And I just remember I asked my mother, I was like, when I get boobies, are they going to look like that? And she was like what? Like grandma. She's like, oh, when you hit like 75, 80, yeah. I was like, but not like early, right? Because that, mm-mm. She was like, no. She said, I don't know. She was like, your grandmother just, I don't know. Her boobs were just the first thing to go. I was like, oh God, I hope that don't happen to me. Um, excuse me. It honestly looks like it looked like two jump rope. Oh, double dutch. Jump in. My mama said this. Hey, my name is Anna. I come from Arizona and I sell apples. That's the double dutch, man. You can play double dutch. You get another person. Somebody could have jumped in. She must have been skinny. Yeah. Although, no, you know what, Rabbit? I saw a really large woman with, and you could see through her shirt that her boobs were like these weird. It went like it almost looked like a funnel because it was big and like V shaped at the top. And then it just kind of went down like an elephant trunk. And it was both her boobs were like that. I'm looking at her like this bitch does not have on a bra. What the hell? Like, how do you go outside with tits like that and not wear a bra? Like you're in society, man. I shouldn't have to deal with all that going on. Like, how am I gonna explain that shit to my kid? Um, Even in National Geographic, I never saw anything like it. I tell you, and those pictures, I remember every National Geographic picture that I ever saw have to do with like tribes because I remember the lip discs. God, I remember the all the neck braces so that they could elongate their neck, which looking into. But anyway, yeah, they had just these long necks, and they had like plates put in their lips, and it was weird because they had these itty bitty shriveled up titties that were like 8 inches long, but only like 2 inches wide. They looked like Slim Jims. Like it was just fat Slim Jims. They were all wrinkled and like weirdly like I don't know. They looked like somebody had sucked them dry. Which hey, good for you. But you know, nobody remembered to moisturize. I think I'd slap. I'm only 70, so I still have time. There you go. Come on, you know the song. Do your tits hang low to the wobble to and fro? Can you tie 'em in a knot? Can you tie 'em in a bow? Can you throw 'em over the shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your tits hang low? My mother hates that song. Shelly's going to act like she didn't see the men reeling their chest. Listen, bro, I have heard so many big ball stories in my life. My father-in-law, I don't know why. He was such a conservative. And he never like said anything untoward, but you get some liquor in him and woo. And we were sitting there playing cribbage because that was their family game. They loved cribbage. They were gonna kick my ass in cribbage. I didn't even lose my first game. I caught on to that shit real quick. I caught on to all the ways they play and I dominated. It was great. My husband was so proud. He was like, nobody's ever beat my father. You beat him every time. I was like, I know, I think he hates me. But no, but it made him drink a lot. Like a lot. That was the night that he told his son, he was like, I see why you like her. He was like, you're a tit and ass man like me. He was like, more tits than ass. I was like, yeah, he goes more for the ass than the tits, trust me. Like, I know where the attention goes. But yeah, no, it was funny. But yeah, he got really, really drunk one night. Oh my god. And he was just my balls hang so low. Do you know that sometimes if I walk too fast and I just got off the tractor and I'm walking bow legged, they stick to my thighs and I swear they're just banging away in there. And I'm just like, why are we talking about his balls? He's like, well, the bag, it's the bag that stretches. The ball stays the same, but the bag, the sack stretches. And when you got big balls, it stretches faster. So mine will be down to my knees soon because they're half. I was like, oh my God. And my mother in law was like, she said, yep. She said, I always know when he's in the bathroom because I hear when his balls hit the cold water in the middle of the night. She said, he knows it's cold. He knows it's cold. Why would he go? Why would he sneak into the bathroom? Why wouldn't he like pull his nuts up before he sat down? Because she didn't allow anyone to stand and go to the bathroom. You had to sit. My mother-in-law did not like a mess. She was like, I hate to clean. So the more I have to clean, the bitchier I'm going to be. And she could be bitchy. Cribbage is a fun game. Tons of shit talking. Oh my God. We talk so much smack. So much. That was like the game for me. Gravity overpowers everything. I know. I know. Plop, plop. With that fizz, fizz. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. I remember the Alka-Seltzer commercials. Do you know that I'm horribly allergic to Alka-Seltzer? I didn't know that because it's aspirin. And like I was so sick. And I was just like, oh my God, I was hungover. I was sick to my stomach. I was getting the flu because I was just so run down. And my mother's like, I have Alka-Seltzer. Take that. It'll help you. All right, whatever. At that point, I would have drank like anything. Just anything that would relieve the symptoms. And she handed it to me. She goes, just down it all. And all right. So I held my nose and right back. I had just taken the last swallow. And she said, my eyes got real big. And I just pushed it aside and ran to the sink. Because as soon as it went in, I threw it up. It was like an instant. The minute it hit my stomach, everything turned around. It all came flying. And I do mean flying back out. And I was shaking and my temperature was dropping and she was like, you're okay. You're okay. And that's when I went to the doctor because I was like, this is not normal. He's like, you're allergic to aspirin. I'm sorry. It was like, don't take it. You're always going to have that reaction. And that's because I used to eat the St. Joseph Children's aspirin as a snack. I'd have a whole bottle of them when I was little because they tasted like fruit candy. So every time my grandma said, no, you can't have a piece of candy, I'd go upstairs and open the medicine cabinet, take out the childproof bottle and open it and just eat them till I was content. And she never understood why there was only ever one thing left in there when she went looking for it. Because I only left one so that she'd know that they were used, but she had to buy new ones because if it wasn't there, she wouldn't know. Years later, when we found out that I was allergic to aspirin, I told her why. And the smack in the head that I got, Jesus. You could have died and I wouldn't have known why. No, but you would have blamed yourself, so it wouldn't have been a total loss. And I got another hit for that. But I'm a smart ass. I can't help it. Slap. Gotta run. Have a great day, Shelly Rabbit and all. Good day, Slap. Thank you for coming by. We love it when you do. I'm sending you booby hugs. Booby hugs. You can even hear it. I'm sending you booby hugs. There you go. There you go. Okay? You want me to bounce? I can bounce. Those bounces used to make Marty so happy. Anyway, back to authenticity. This is me, guys. This is me talking about titties and smelly dicks and horrible people and wonderful people and feeling up and feeling down. And I am on such a high right now, just a natural high that I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I know I'm not out of words. I just I'm not out of steam. I just feel like this is such a high note for me. I kind of want to wrap it up here because I'm happy and I want to watch a show with my son, or maybe we'll play cards. And I want to have a chit chat with Katie because I'm so proud of myself, and I feel like I accomplished something that I really didn't believe that I could, and I did it. And you guys were there for me, and I love you for it. I do. Thank you so much. Please remember to be your authentic self. We'll touch on this more either over the weekend or on Monday, but the value of you is priceless. That's where your value lies, in you being yourself. And I can honestly say I love all of you. I love your personalities. I love your sense of humor. I love your heart. You're very, very important to me. And if nobody else tells you today, I'm going to tell you like Nick taught me. You are a wonderful person. And you, despite what you think at the worst times, are not a piece of shit. You're a good person and you're loved. So, with that, we're going to wrap this up. Not bad, not bad. 3 hours and 15 minutes. It's not exactly, what YouTube wants, but fuck it. Uh, I'm happy with it. Thank you to everybody that contributed. I really hope that those memberships go out. I really hope they tell me. Yamaha. Trash. Good. Keep that feeling, but don't get mushy. No, I probably will get mushy because I'm in a cuddly mood and I want to hug my kids, and I want to mess up my son's hair because it drives him crazy. I just want to have fun. I'm in a very playful mood. So thank you. I love you. I will see you guys over the weekend because most likely you'll find me on somebody's panel or my own. But I'll definitely be back Monday, 8 o'clock. Again, if you can, check out Winning, Caitlin, Shizzy Wiznut. Check out Valhalla. You know the score. Like, go to all our friends. If you can, help out Suzanne. If not, please share it. If you feel so inclined. I can't tell anybody to do anything. And just live well. God, take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. And kisses to all. Mwah, 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 mwah. That's the most kisses I've given anybody lately. So enjoy them, you lucky dogs. And I will see you in the funny papers. Bye.